We're standing on the border of everything. Listen close. Can you hear the spirits sing? Lost messages of long ago.
The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Welcome, everybody, to Sunset City, the Sonic podcast for the modern and classic age. With me today is the guy whose house I'll be shitting at soon.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm not doing
You
bad,
could give me
man.
my name. My name's Nick.
Yeah, I like you. You know, you just say your own name, man. It's all good. And also Suris. Yeah, so it doesn't apply there, actually. No, come to it.
I cannot wait to also shit in Nick's yard.
I don't have a description for you because I'm not meeting
For
you for a while.
$500, you can, Suris.
I hope it doesn't end up being that much. I'm going to keep an eye on those flights, but damn.
$500
I told
to
you,
have a
I
diarrhea
told you
at
and
Nick's.
Wayne, like sign up for the price checking there because they let you know, like, hey, you should probably buy it right now, or hey, hold off for a second.
And finally, the second key member of Sunset City, Wallace.
Shitting at Nick's.
All right, well, thanks to everybody for the episode. It's been really fun. Nick, what are you doing on your channel then?
I'm working on a new Sonic video for the children. You know what I mean? I actually put up the audio for my patrons.
So
last
you
night.
say you like the game that they like, and the comment section's all very nice.
I'm sure that's exactly what's going to happen here.
Yep.
Suris, what are you up
Yeah.
to?
What are you wearing?
So I just had a new outfit that was made by Suzu Sawara for my streams. Years ago, not years ago, actually a year and a half ago, one of my artists did this one as a joke for a 3D model, and I was just like, okay, but what if I just used it unironically? So now I just have it.
Sick. Wayne, how's your channel going? What's going on over there?
I mean, it sure is going. I decided to scrap the Digimon World video. Whole thing was getting kind of obnoxious. It was getting way too long. Way too much time was just going into that shit. So I'm just gonna not do it.
Well, damn. Over on my channel, I just ranked the top 10 worst Sonic games. Oh no, guys. Oh no, we gotta wrap things up now. Oh jeez, yeah, we gotta leave. All right.
You know what I was reminded of yesterday? Because I know you're about to do the stupid skeleton again.
Skeleton.
But that is actually something that happens in Shadow the Hedgehog.
What, a giant skeleton?
Yeah, a giant skeleton
Yeah.
that chases you.
Wait, no
During
way,
the
I gotta play that game again.
in
I
Cryptic
do
Castle,
too.
right?
I keep thinking about it. Yeah, like I I was very frustrated with that game when it first came out, but like I keep going back and looking at some of the art aesthetic to some of those levels. Like, I actually like some of these levels, even if it doesn't play the best. Like, I still want to go back and just have a weird time with that game. But hey, guys, if you're used to hanging out with us, thank you. We are going to keep things a little bit more light and loosey goosey than we usually do because we found ourselves kind of forcing ourselves to talk.
We all want to quit. We hate it here. We hate our audience. You've all got a one-track mind. We resent that. We hate this whole career path we've chosen. And we don't want to do this anymore.
Anyway,
So we're quiet quitting.
That was very quiet the way you quit there, pup.
Okay.
But we are gonna be reading super chats as they come when we can. So we're not just waiting for the end of the show
For the most part. Wait, Wayne,
Yeah,
you
the
didn't
Codename
actually
Gamma.
scrap the Digimon review. That's good.
I am working diligently on the Digimon World review. It
was
should
a
be out in
very-
a couple of weeks.
Very dry delivery of that.
Yeah, that's
I do
how
that. I am
that's
funny
how that
sometimes.
joke works.
That's wow. You should try gaslighting people, man. You'd be good at it.
So
You-
Codename Gamma gave us $2. Keep up the awesome work, Sonic Warriors.
Why,
Thank you very much, Gana.
And a toot to you too. Also, this is the last week that we can use our summer setup because it is getting cold now.
We
is.
need to get our Pumpkin Hill back.
We
It
do.
is spooky season. It's been declared.
We should have just had a bed in ruins for the backdrop of this one. No pain over
But
here.
this is also the last week. This is the last day that you're not hanging out over here in the States, pup.
This is my farewell to both England for 3 months and my hometown probably forever.
Oh, you'll go back and hang out.
I go hang out with people, but I don't intend on living here long term again, which marks
Oh,
the end of a 26-year legacy. No, seriously.
I didn't
hate
know
it
you
here.
were still living. I didn't know you were still living in the hometown area.
Oh yeah. No, I've lived here 26 years, or 26 years of my life, in fact. So
That's a big step, man. That's exciting.
hell yeah, man, we're taking those steps. My apartment's nearly empty. Don't know if you can hear a slight echo, but there is one.
There is.
There is a bit of one. It's almost like you've stripped everything from the walls.
Yeah, there's literally nothing in here except for my suitcase. So I'm ready to go. Shall we talk about the small news first? The small potatoes,
The tiny important bits.
Yeah, let's
I'll be honest. The tiny part, if you're referring to it, I'm actually more excited about. That's just me, though.
Well, you
but
would
you
No,
don't
All right.
dude, I'm just as excited as you are, Nick, because that means that we're closer to getting other figures. But also, I
think
just want
we're
the
both going opposite directions in terms of our figures we want more than anything else in terms of Sonic stuff. But yes, there's new Sonic toys coming out.
I'll pull
We're
them
getting
up
a
on
lot of
screen soon.
adventure love. We're getting a lot of adventure love this week. And my misgivings with Adventure 2 aside, I fucking love Sonic Adventure. It's one of my favorite games ever. And I think that's pretty consistent for us all here at the table, isn't it?
Yep.
What?
The first adventure game is one of all of our favorite games. I know it's Wayne's in terms of Sonic stuff.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
Well, I fucking love Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, no,
But yeah,
I love
Chaos-
that one.
Chaos Zero is getting a figure, and Big is getting a figure, and we're getting an insane Sonic Adventure statue, which is exciting because we did get that Sonic Adventure 2 statue announced, but it still looks like the more modern designs, just kind of slapped together. This one looks like the proper box art in 3D form, at least what
Ooh.
we've been teased so far.
That's
So
gonna be awesome.
I really hope that's not like Sega's not gonna go in and say, no, it's gotta look more like, this big, clown hand version of Sonic. I guess Uekawa's version still has big, giant, stupid hands, but
So let's first talk about Big the cat figure. That's the one you guys are all excited about, right?
110%.
I actually
He's
am.
everybody's-
I do want that.
He's everybody's happy good stepdad.
Well, I'm
I'm a
just
little
Or uncle.
surprised. I'm just
I'm a
surprised
little
they didn't do him
disappointed.
sooner.
well, no. What I'm surprised about, what I'm actually disappointed with, is the accessory are 2 rings and not Froggy.
Wait, is there not a Froggy at all? Maybe there's a Froggy in his pants or something.
No, it's just the rings, and
No
that's
Froggy.
no Froggy, just rings.
Then you no way they're gonna do what? Right. Here's what I think they're gonna do. they'll release Big the Cat with 2 rings, and then they'll release like an Amy with Froggy or something.
has
And then you gotta
Froggy.
buy
That sounds
Amy
right.
and Big to get. Like
It's the
that
it's
is
the shit that they use. It's the shit they do with the freaking the Dragon Ball Z figures, where there's like, hey, here's your Goku. This also comes with Broly's left knuckle if you want to assemble him.
You know what they
I
should
think
do?
Marvel
Dude,
Legends
Well,
started
dude,
that,
my friend and I were talking last night, and we were talking about like what they should do is because Marvel does this with some of their action figures, where it's like you buy every character in a set, and then it gives you like one small piece to a very big figure.
Yeah.
Do that with like the Sonic Adventure cast. Each one gets a Chaos Emerald, so you get 7 different figures. Each one has a Chaos Emerald and different pieces of perfect chaos, and you can assemble him once you've gotten all of them.
build a figure Froggy.
I'll be honest though, I think Perfect Chaos would be better for a battle play set more than an actual Build-A-Figure though, because otherwise you're just kind of stacking up little gooby bits.
He
of
should
water.
be made of like that sort of gelatinous
Yeah.
plastic, and you can just flop him around. He's just to be a sock puppet, you know. You don't need
He'd
a
be
toy. Just have a sock
blow-up
puppet.
doll.
If he was more than just a giant, Biolante clone, then he would probably work better as an assembled figure.
I
but-
think he needs to be a first 4 figure. I think that's what
Maybe-
needs to happen.
Maybe then shards of the Master Emerald, and then you get to like piece them together to complete it.
that'd be cool.
That'd be adorable.
But yeah, no, I think like if what's it called? Jack's Pacific are smart, they would put Froggy in with a figure that no one in their right mind would want. And I'm not even going to say Zavok. Put him in with Zor from the Deadly Six. I don't even know who that one is. Isn't he the emo guy? Just put him in with there. That's a smart business acumen, I think. And then next up, we've obviously got, in a slightly lesser note, Chaos, who that character from Sonic Forces, and he's looking good. Wait, he comes with the Master Emerald, doesn't he?
Yeah, he comes with
Yeah.
a Master Emerald.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick. That's sick.
And it looks like it's properly like rendered like the SA1 version, which I think is adorable.
He looks good. I might have to cop that one.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna make some space on the Sonic portion of my toy shelf for Chaos. Big's gonna be a problem. That's the first thing I noticed. Yeah, he's a gargantuan.
He's a sizable
figure.
boy.
I do appreciate that they don't, they get courageous with the proportions of these figures, because I've got Omega over there just eating up like 2 figure spaces.
Which is, fitting for Omega.
See, I was wondering
How do
that
you guys
because,
feel-
like, surely Big's not taller than Dr. Robotnik.
Well, I mean, they're still gonna just keep it as fitting in the package as best they can. How do you guys feel about the coloring for Chaos? Do you think it's just from the photo or anything?
There's an
I
element
kinda
of
feel
it.
like he
It's
might be
lighting, I think, but I don't like.
Yeah.
Given that he's probably made of solid plastic, I think they can only make him so light. You know.
Yeah.
I guess
think
so.
that I think that if you have him with a light shining behind him, he'll look just fine. But like if he's translucent, he's currently sitting on top of something that's actually like, one, he's only being lit from one side.
Yeah.
2, you're having to see a different shade of blue from behind him poking through. I think that if he's just sitting on a shelf by himself with proper lighting, he'll look fine.
I hope he's got the brain in his head. It looks like he does, but it's a very low res pig.
I think he does. It looked like it.
If he
Seen
doesn't
it-
have the
I've seen
brain
it
in his
there.
head, how will we know how to beat him in the boss fight?
Oh, that's the point. Yeah, no brain, no weakness, but also
Yeah.
no sentience either. So it's kind of a double barrel.
So yeah, toys look cool and we like them and we will buy them.
We are adults.
I did. We do. Mr. Krabs is kind of touching on another talking point, but I did say like, hey, it should be like literally right before we started, because just give you guys behind the scenes. We do put down the super chats obviously so we can read them for later, and just recently, just to save Wayne a bit of a headache, take turns doing it. And I said like right before the show started, oh, it doesn't matter. We can read them as they go. They're usually just about whatever we're talking about anyway. They usually don't have random questions, and I'm noticing we have 2 random questions.
Yep. It's because you said it. It's Murphy's Law.
I told you.
You for having expectations, Nick.
We resent our fans. We hate them. Even when they give us money, they're giving us money wrong.
They're good questions, man. Like, they're very good questions. I'm gonna skip Mr. Krabs real quick, just because we're gonna talk about the music here in just a second.
I'm sure
and
he'll
I think
appreciate that. Yeah.
No, well, it'll be a good lead-in. but Mr. Terry Chaos asked here, you got any standout highlights from Sage 2022? I didn't even know that happened.
I actually did a little live stream playing through a couple of Sage games. Yeah, I played a few that I really enjoyed. I haven't really dipped much more than a pinky toe in the water when it comes to Sage 2022, because I've been a busy bee. But, yeah, I played Sonic and Shadow, which was, like, you know, a lot of the appeal there was it's all of the thrill of open zone platforming, and they kind of had the cyberspace structure to it as well to an extent. And you could switch between Sonic and Shadow, so that was pretty fun. Yeah, pretty fun game. Kind of gave us a little taster of what we can expect from Sonic Frontiers. And I also played a really good one called Sonic Colors Demastered, which is kind of like, in a way, like a kind of an upscaling of the DS version, but everything's like brand new from the ground up, new level layouts and stuff. And it's very good. It feels good to control too.
That sounds like a fun idea. That's something I definitely check
Remakes
out.
are always fun.
I love when they get weird there. Hey, did you guys see that Sonic Adventure running on the DS?
No, I didn't.
I was about to mention that. Yeah.
The problem is I don't know how to hack my DS.
I
hear
heard it's actually
surprisingly
super
easy.
easy. Just about anybody can do it.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Why did I allow that to happen? Because I knew what I was doing when I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Ant Dude started that. Like we know the guy who started that.
You
horrible,
know the guy.
terrible-
It was Andrew.
You will know him next month.
Something about starting it.
I only know him
Well,
vicariously.
I asked. Anthony said that he's the one that started it.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, dude, where did this start? He's like, me.
Yeah, we
I gotta
Yeah,
say, I know people are tired of it already, but like
I'm not tired of it. I
the
find it
level of quality, it's insane. The level of quality of those memes is insane, man. I love
yeah,
them.
I don't care if anybody's tired of it. I think that's all that matters.
Everybody is tired of every meme that ever gets made ever, and also nobody cares that anybody is tired of those memes.
That is true. Also, like, yeah, no, I'm intrigued by it. So how is it? Has anyone here tried that?
He literally gave me a link. It's super. Oh, you mean the games? I was talking about hacking the 3.
No, I was referring to... No, I know it's super easy. All you need as an SD card. But what I meant was Sonic Adventure on the DS.
No, I saw John Cartwright like share it on Twitter. I think it's in progress. I don't know that it's complete. But it looks adorable. I love demake stuff, and especially something like Sonic Adventure. You kind of take that in the same vein as like putting Mario 64 on the DS and how cute that is. Like doing that with Sonic Adventure is so great.
So now you can have the
fucking love
better
that.
of those two games on the DS.
God damn, I do prefer Sonic Adventure 1, but I do think Mario 64 is a far more polished experience.
I'm also just memeing because I know that's a feud.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's a feud for one fan base. The other one's not even talking about it.
Well, they don't need to because
Yeah.
they're winning. Like,
But
but we'll see if the tides change a little bit. Like the thing is, even if Frontiers comes out and it's an absolute 10 out of 10, that doesn't necessarily change the tides because that's just one game, just one.
Yeah, here's the thing. A long time ago, Mario and Sonic fans warred. That
Mario
was
fans won.
more than
And Sonic fans
that.
are still
More than
fighting,
20 years ago, Mario fans won.
and Sonic fans are still fighting, but
Yeah.
we don't have an enemy to fight. And listen, I'm saying this as someone who prefers Sonic.
yeah.
So before you get your little Knickerbocker glories in a twist,
I prefer Sonic over Mario as well.
I
But
also prefer Sonic over Mario, but I you know, we're here because things are critical perspective, and we can.
It's a complex relationship. I
So-
prefer Sonic over Mario, but I think I like more 3D Mario games than I do 3D Sonic games.
I mean that's a completely
That's
fair nuance to say. Wait, nope, too nuanced. Don't like it. Angry.
I mean, to be fair, there's only what 5 3D Mario games at all.
Exactly.
6. I forgot 3D Land.
I actually just picked up Sonic and the Black Knight the other day. I picked up Sonic and the Secret Rings and Black Knight. Secret Rings I traded in a long ass time ago because I didn't really care for that game. Black Knight I touched for a bit.
Well, that
Black
is
Knight
how these kind of experiences go. But is your bed okay?
Nah, man, that bed is like
In ruins.
I was gonna try to incorporate lyrics from fucking Night of the Wind, but I don't know the lyrics to that song, so I can't do
My
it.
bed
This
is
joke
in
ruined.
whoa, whoa,
God.
whoa.
It starts hey all, hey all. You
Hey
should know that
all,
by
my bed is
Hey,
in
all.
ruins.
Mhm.
Hey all, I just fucked the pain away.
Oh my god, that song does fucking start with. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yep.
God damn it, that's why I like that song. Shit.
So yeah, right.
Wild Man.
We do have 2 new Sonic vocal themes. 2 new
We
ones.
do.
We have I'm Here, I'm Frontier, Get Used to It, and the one where they say fuck. So, which is your favorite out of the 2? Let's go around the table.
So real quick, Mr. Krabs with 4.99. I'm happy that one OK Rock is the one who are playing both opening / ending song of Sonic Frontiers.
They're not
So-
doing the opening.
Just the end.
Right. Just the ending theme, as Pup clarified, because I was with Wayne. Right, we were talking right before the show. I thought they did both of
I
them.
thought it was the same people.
No,
They sound
The
the style and the vocals sound so similar.
the opening theme, or just the the theme of the game, which I don't know. Have we heard the full thing of that? Because they haven't said.
It
Oh, this
just
is just a
dropped this
short version.
It just dropped this morning. The whole thing's out there now.
It is? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
full-
thrilled. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, that's by oh, who's it by? I should know this. I'm a Sonic show guy. I should do my research. I am the Sonic show. I'm Jaden. It's the vocalist from 2 Octavia, Mary Kirk Holmes. And 2 Octavia is quite a small band. Like, they've got quite a small following. So I've seen people saying they're quite happy to see that Sega are getting smaller bands to do this one. I mean, like, you know, in the past we've had very, like, dated, retired musicians, effectively, such as the guy from Hoobastank and Bowling for Soup. Now we've got upcoming bands doing it. So this could put them on the map, for all we know.
If they will for Sonic fans at the very least.
They
So,
will be the new
when they
Crush 40.
retired and they
Well, no, the thing is, Johnny Gioeli is kind of hot shit. Like, you know, he Hardline, Axel Rudy Pell, those are big shit, especially Hardline.
to where to who?
Oh, they're big shit, dude. They're big.
Okay.
Are they?
Hardline are big. Hardline. Let's
I've literally never heard of them.
Hardline's official YouTube channel.
Well, regardless, as long as they're happy and they're making music and shit, like who
Oh, they're
cares?
so
Like as
happy.
long as
They're having a wonderful time. Yeah, yeah, Hardline, Can't Find My Way, 1992. Was uploaded 4 years ago and has 264k views. That's pretty good, you know? You know how it is.
Do we? Do we really though?
I mean,
wouldn't
you
say
don't sound like the kind of guy who knows how it is, so I guess you're not my friend. But
He doesn't know how it is.
he doesn't know how it is.
regardless, as long as they're talented and everything, like good on them. Not trying to poo-poo them. They're all more popular than me. So, who the fuck am I to talk? Anyway,
You're the biggest
yes,
guy
I'm
here.
talking music.
You speak for yourself, man.
I
Like,
mean, we haven't.
if
we haven't
you
walked
don't
around
matter,
naked
that
around each
means
other.
we effectively do not matter. Vicariously.
I swear to God.
Is that how that works? I don't think that's how
What
that
is
works.
happening? You just talk about your stupid songs. I swear to God.
Okay, so I like them. I think they're really good. I prefer the one where they say fuck, but I do like I'm Here, I'm Frontier, Get Used to It as well.
I kind of do too. Like I know that the one that they had to do for Frontiers says "Fight the pain away, my head is in ruin." I know why they changed that, but the lyrics to the other one are just funnier. Fuck the pain away, my bed is in ruin.
I'm gonna
It's
be
just
real.
so fucking memey.
I do think that fuck the pain away, like, it would have just been a radio edit anyway. So, here's my thing.
Isn't that a 9-inch nails lyric anyway from one of their songs?
I just remember Mr. Plinkett just being like, fuck the pain away. Like,
yeah, that was a reference to a 9-inch nails song. I'm pretty sure.
well, okay, so 9-inch fuck, I think is a good song. What was I gonna say now? Shit. I don't think it was made for the game. Just, you know, like, for starters, Premi de Remy uploaded a video of him reacting to it, and it got copy-wrecked, and Sonic music generally doesn't get you copy-wrecked. The only Sonic song so far that's ever gotten me copy-wrecked is the Akon one, when I was trying to make a video proving that Sonic definitely fucked at the end of his story in Sonic 06.
I've had one of their songs get me copy wrecked too.
Which one was that?
It was the it might actually be the ACOM one. It's the ending theme of Sonic 2, but with lyrics on. I can't remember the
Yeah, so
actual
yeah,
name.
anything by Sweet Dream will get you copywrecked.
Yep.
Because those aren't explicitly made for the game. Like, fucking, yeah, the one from Sonic 2 wasn't actually made for Sonic 2. But, like, yeah, so... Anyways, yeah, Sonic music doesn't usually get you copywrecked, and if it does, it probably means it's a licensed track rather than a track that's actually devoted to the game. Not to mention, the fact it has an explicit version, I think, is kind of a dead giveaway. Like, and usually the songs are a very on-the-nose relation to the events of the game, and I don't think that Sonic is fucking the pain away, for one. But also, I don't think he's in, like... That song very much describes, like, a relationship where a person's kind of left you for six, and, like, I don't think anyone's doing that to him in this game.
We don't know that yet.
I don't think Amy's gonna do that to him. Like, she wouldn't. And, like, the villain of the game is Sage, and, like, for starters, just no. She's a child.
Yeah,
Sonic.
just no.
Just fucking...
Oh, they're gonna pull the rug under it. She's gonna turn out to actually be a decent person.
It's gonna be Infinite.
It was Infinite all along.
I mean, it just looks like Infinite's crap all over.
I would actually love that if they had, like, an Agatha all along moment, but it's Infinite.
What did they call it in Sonic Forces? Like, the little realm that Infinite tapped into?
Null space.
Null space. Okay, so that is
And then
different.
it's cyberspace here.
I
Also,
think that's why I was
Baron-
getting them mixed up.
Bear in mind that in the original script leak for Sonic Forces, the Phantom Ruby was going to be a sentient being called Voltron. Maybe this is Voltron reincarnated, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I know we're a little bit more loose, but I thought we were gonna go round table or anything.
Voltron's a robot.
Yeah, well, they were going to call the Phantom Ruby Voltron, and it was going to be sentient. Also, Suris, you are super low res.
Am I?
Yeah. But that
The
might
heck?
be my fault, so don't worry about it.
Made outfits too powerful. Yeah, sorry, no, Nick, you got a point. We did kind of go a little all over the place there.
Yeah, because I'm sure our audience really cares about how these songs affect our YouTube videos. Anyway,
They ought to.
anyway, I mean, I'm trying to keep us on track for this one topic, but truth of the matter is, like, I literally don't remember either song. I've listened to one of them each one time, and I thought they were fine. I think they go pretty hard, but like, they don't immediately, stick in my brain like some other songs do. It's not to say I hate it. I'm gonna listen to them more and more, but just from what I remember enjoying "I'm Here" more than I did "Vandalize."
Of
And I
course
think
you
it's
would.
partially because "Vandalize" felt like it was just kind of broken English.
Nick just couldn't relate to fucking the pain away, and neither can I. My bed is absolutely
Wait,
fine. It's
I don't know
A-okay.
if-
Nick, did
It's
you
all in
listen to
one
the
piece.
Japanese version or did you listen to the English version, Nick?
I listened to the English version.
That didn't sound broken English to me.
It kind of sounded a little broken English to me.
I'm kind of with you in one sense, Nick, because my friend Peyton brought this up to me yesterday, and I kind of agree with him, where it almost feels like Vandalize is almost afraid of committing to a tempo
Yeah.
and just kind of quits halfway. It's not a very strong tempo.
You could tell it's not made for English speaking.
Yeah.
Like that's
I've listened to enough anime OPs though that I'm just like, it's
Of
fine.
course.
I mean,
you
when I
did.
listen to it,
Sure
okay,
it is.
let's bear in mind that I
Oh,
am.
shut up, Nick. Like you're any better.
Let's bear in
I
mind that
literally
of
am.
the.
I literally am.
So how's
Let's-
the Made in Abyss game,
But
Nick?
can we also just bear in mind that
I played one mission. It's all right.
of the three
Yeah.
of us, I am the least Japanese. So, like, what I can safely say, what I can safely say from my perspective of having no experience with like anime and stuff like that, I found Vandalize just sounded like mid 2000s rock. Like it, the one that struck me as, oh, this sounds like an anime, was the like fist bump. I was like, oh yeah, that's anime. Sonic is just committing to being a Japanese franchise now.
That didn't
I
sound
need
like
a- I need
anime
a- I
to
need
me.
a-
That sounded like it would have aired in the same block as Bob the fucking Builder.
I need to jump in real quick because the pups just losing their minds. I'm sorry, use the term incorrectly. This is why I use scripts, but no, it's not broken English. I guess the better way to say it is like
Why
I
did
can
you
tell
say
it's
pups
localized.
just losing their minds? What did I do?
I didn't.
You did.
You said pups
said
are
those are
losing their
losing
minds.
their
I'm
mind.
tired. I'm on 4 hours of sleep. Everybody shut the fuck
Do
up.
you seriously think I'm those toilet-brained people?
Jesus.
Yes.
I'm above
No, I'm
that, man.
just saying. Shut up, Jesus fucking Christ. No, I'm just saying. I apologize. It's not broken English. Like you can tell what they're saying, but I can tell it's localized. And I think when you best described it in a way that I was failing to is like that tempo is just kind of off, and that's hard for me to describe. But like when you do hear enough like Japanese stuff versus the English translations, like for example, like the only thing I can think of is like when I was really watching One Piece a lot, and I wanted to listen to all the variations of some of the opening tracks for them.
Oh no.
Like there's a clear difference between the English translation of it versus what it was originally meant to sound like in its original native
I
language.
can, to be
Well,
fair.
it's night and
I
day,
tell
you
you
know?
that the
That's-
One Piece opening
I can-
slaps in 4Kids.
I can.
Well, that's I mean, sentences are even structured differently in that language than they are
Yeah.
in English. And so when they're translated from Japanese to English, you can tell that it's just, that's just not the way people talk over here. That's not how we would phrase this.
I mean, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, yeah, I do recall when, like, the Japanese exchange student came to uni, and I just said, "Hey, buddy," and he said, "Fuck the pain away, my bed is in ruins."
God damn it.
Are you okay? You're dying over there.
It's a fucking good joke.
Lulu Muppet. I agree that Sonic Heroes also sounds like Bob the Builder level stuff. I just think they're both on the same level. Fuck Fist Bump. That song sucks.
I like
I
that
love
song.
Fist Bump.
Fist Bump's a fucking anthem.
We are so weird. We're such a wild crew here. Because
I'll-
I'm with Wayne. I vehemently hate that song.
Here's
And
the
me
things
and-
that we're doing. Oh, we're friends. We're gonna fight together. Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
no,
the
he's.
theme of the game.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
Oh,
I'm
it's
just saying
100% cringe.
he's absolutely
It is.
and I
right.
love
I'm
every
just-
minute of it.
Yeah, no, I'm completely. Yeah, I'm with Suris. Like, it is. It's like if you took music and, like, let's say you go to the record store and you just come home with a block of cheese. Like, that's Fist Bump.
That's what it is.
It's
Fist
a
Bump
fifth
is the
grader
vel-
trying to impress
Fist-
a sixth grader.
As it
It's-
happens,
it's
I
fun.
am a sixth grader and I like cheese. Like, so there you
Fist
go.
Bump is like Velveeta. It's
It is-
horrible, and you know it's terrible, but come on.
It's an anthem.
That mac and cheese tastes good.
It is lyrical sewage. It is the like song equivalent of somebody who doesn't give a shit about their community college project turning in their first fucking draft.
I definitely think, yeah, they could have fixed it if they had the word fuck in there more. Like, that would have definitely.
They could have.
One
They
more
could've.
last fuck bump. I don't know.
You know what, Wayne? I hear you. I hear you. But, together, we can show the world what we can do.
You are next to me and I'm fisting you.
Those aren't the lyrics.
One more last fist.
He's improving it.
Come on, Wayne.
Oh,
we
man.
can push on through until the battle's won. You know we can.
No one's gonna give one thing to us.
But
Into each
glitter-
other we thrust.
I agree with
My
Scott.
bed is indeed in ruins.
Nate wants the battle cover of Fist Bump is better than the original.
It is.
I agree.
Also,
Oh,
there's
100%.
there's the
It's a
version.
hyperactive panic mess. If it sounds like a song sped up, it sounds so weird.
It sounds like a song that Sonic himself wrote. You know, that's his stepping wind. Like, but like, okay, like there's the version by Emmy Jones as well, which has different lyrics, and those lyrics are actually better. But they
Emmy
don't
is
say
not-
fuck
not a-
enough. So
yeah.
like, again, 0 out of
she
10.
she sees a problem, she tries to fix it, and I deeply respect her for that.
You just need more fuck.
Yo, fist fuck doobie a bob.
One more last fist fuck. Oh no.
Oh my god.
do it.
OzJNH, $5. The bed is in ruins, so in theory, there are temples to be found. where the comfort of sleep.
Yo!
So really
It's
to
true.
solve
The
for
bed is literally in the ruins.
That's what it is. Like, the
That
bed is
is
perfectly
adorable.
intact. It's just in the ancient ruins.
Yes.
I'd be fine with that. That reminds me
Oh.
of
Oh, but the thing is though, that implies one one adult themed mini game though, doesn't it?
Hot
You
coffee?
find a bed in the ruins, then there's just an echoing voice. Fuck the pain away. Becomes God of War.
I was
just
gonna say
mashing all the triangle button over and over.
side
again.
Oh,
mission.
goddamn.
Side mission. Go for a sleep. Just snooze.
God damn it.
You just leave him there for 8 hours.
Achievement unlocked. Sonic slept.
Sonic is very tired.
I should get
Dip.
caught up on a couple of these other super chats that have happened earlier.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
Dip's also right here. Like Fist Bump, Edgy Remix has Guitar Screech though. I haven't heard that one. I probably never will. I'm tired of that song.
I'll
thing
probably
is-
listen to it
the
on the way to the card shop after this show.
The thing is, you gotta admit, it works so well in the null space stage. Like, you could tell that's
does.
that's a
No, I
turning point
don't.
in that game.
It's so fucking corny. I hate it.
Like
I hate
here's
it
the
the
thing.
worst there. Exactly.
The
I
thing
wish
is,
that
though,
in
it's-
the I wish that in the null space stage the song had been earned.
the
But I
other-
agree that had there been 2 minutes of that stage that you actually had to get through first,
To be fair, null
then
space
yeah,
wasn't
it'd
bad.
be amazing.
But like,
The song.
Yes, the fuck it was.
no, the null
song-
space stage was not bad. Like, it was one of the best stages in the fucking
it
game.
wasn't anything.
No, not.
That
I'm not talking about
song-
literally the null space bit of null space. I'm talking about the normal bit of null
The
space
city
where you're
itself?
not in. Yeah, the bit of null space where you're not in null space is some of the best level design in that game.
It's literally like 3 hallways and then 2 big platforms with a circle of enemies.
Yes, well,
on it,
that's
and
more
it.
than one big hallway with no platform, so therefore it's the best in the game.
God damn it! Stop being right.
Based.
Fuck. Shit.
Yep. Gotcha.
NBTV gave us 20 Canadians. Thank you. Happy Friday, boys. Glad I could sneak in during work for a quick chat. Any thoughts on the 2 songs released for Frontiers? Love you,
We've been
boys.
giving
we
lots
have a
of
few.
them.
I like the part where they say fuck.
It's really good.
I'm not as sold on the
1986.
opening theme. I'm not as sold
Happy-
on the opening theme, but
No, God, we had a lot of super chats that we missed here. But yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell that
it's what
our good friend Stevie is here. Happy the Midnight Dash Heroes launch day, fellas. I would assume so.
What-
Unless there are 2 Midnight fans that I know in our collective fan bases and Discord servers and everything.
What's midnight?
Also-
do they say fuck in it?
It's a band.
Also, Wildman101093, thank you for the $9.99. In Spyro Year of the Dragon and the Crystal Islands levels, Moneybags threatens to turn Spyro into a blue hedgehog when you refuse to pay him to open the bridge.
Yes, he
What are
does.
What are your favorite Sonic references?
I feel like that is just like a smack in the face to just how Sonic was even back then.
I
you know?
love
Like,
Spyro
nobody wants
Year
to
of
be
the
sick.
Dragon. That game is fucking sick. What a sick game.
I
never
like
played
it.
Year of
I've
the
never
Dragon.
beaten it. I've never I don't like all the mini games.
I've never 100%ed it. I've done the first Sorceress boss fight and left it there, but I have not collected all of the gems to get the super bonus round.
I just went and bought it for my Steam Deck again. I own that on PS4, but I was like, fuck it. Like it's $13 on Steam. I want to see how it runs on the deck.
It's a good game
Once-
for a
It's
handheld.
gorgeous.
Was Year of the Dragon the third?
Yes.
Spyro?
Yeah, Spyro 3.
I dropped off of that because I didn't give a shit about. They were just like, oh, look at all these other like animal characters you can play as, and I was like, I don't want to. I want to play Spyro.
Yeah, no, same
Yeah.
here.
They were
Which
That's
fun.
like
is
the-
weird, concerning how much you love Sonic Adventure.
It's like how in freaking Banjo-Kazooie,
Those are fun, though.
Banjo-Kazooie, I was excited as a kid when I was like, oh my god, I can split up Banjo and Kazooie in Banjo-Tooie.
The
And then, like, as an adult, I'm like, I don't want to fucking do that anymore.
only
I just
thing
wanna
I'm not-
play them together.
The only thing I'm not so fond of about Spyro 3, especially compared to like Spyro 2, is A, Spyro 2 had those little short skits before every level where you'd see like a little bit of world building going on. But B, in Spyro 2, like the characters were like Norks and like mystic creatures and like, you know, fictional things. Whereas like in Spyro 3, it's like here's a kangaroo, here's a penguin, here's a duck, you know? Like, oh, so mystical. Oh, yeah, you don't see that every day.
They're boring. I really hated their designs back then too. They all just look like sock puppets.
But they're still
I
fucking
do
great
like
games
the-
though.
Yeah, they are. I think the reason why I've never beaten 3 specifically because like at end of the day, like even if it's my least favorite of the 3, I still think it's a fantastic game.
Oh,
But
I'd definitely
I
say it's
just kinda
better
grow
than 1.
tired.
One's good, but like
I
it's
really like one. One's straightforward. It's fine. I think I
it's
just
kind
like.
of too barren for me. One I got a little bored of by the end of it.
I don't blame you, but like I don't know, man. Like something about that first opening area is just so relaxing. It's just one of my peaceful go-to places
Oh
for
yeah, I think
game environments.
I think
But, like,
overall Ripto's Rage that's the creme de la creme for me.
that's considered like the best one. But like I think I just get kind of tired of Spyro 3 because I've never played those games outside of like a marathon. You know, like I've always done Spyro 1 and then immediately Spyro 2.
So you're
Always
you're
100%
always just
focused
out of
on.
energy by the time you get to that
Yeah,
one.
and you can tell that it wasn't Neversoft. Oh my god, Insomniac. You could tell Insomniac was just kind of done with it too. Like they just kind of threw some random ideas in there. It just didn't feel inspired. It felt like they were really aching to get on to something else.
But
Not
Spyro
something
4
else.
now that's the
Ratchet and Clank games.
Spyro 4 saved the franchise. That was the one. Enter the Dragonfly.
Sure was.
Phew.
We didn't answer the question.
What was the question again? Was
What
Your
are some of our favorite Sonic?
references.
Yeah.
Ugly Sonic, 100%.
that was a good reference.
I hate to piggyback off of you, Nick, but I'm always gonna have that memory of us watching that video or that movie together when it came out and going through that.
There's that bit in The Simpsons where Bart wants to steal Bloodstorm or whatever it's called, and like Sonic is just like, take it, take it, take it, take it. Like I remember that one.
Which Sonic himself would later reference in Lego Dimensions.
He would. Yeah. Does Lego Dimensions count as a Sonic reference?
I don't think so. I think that's just Sonic. It's just licensed. I mean, if Sega got paid for it, I don't think it counts.
Wallace?
But
I like in Donkey Kong Country where they have like the waste bin full of like other mascots and Sonic shoes are just in there. It's disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah, I miss that. I miss that petty shit, man.
Remember
Yeah,
the first trailer for Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, where he's walking into the hospital room, and all of the video game mascots are there in bandages with like drips and stuff. Like Mario's all bandaged up, so is Sonic, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, and Ty's just like hospitalized them all. It's ironic considering they all got big comebacks and Ty's not quite, but still, I like Ty. Ty's cool.
Ty's still around in some
In a
respects,
capacity, but to a lesser extent than those others.
He just seems like a Sonic character. I mean, just
He
in
does.
terms of design and in terms of animal choice as well.
It's
Just get
like-
it obscure
Dude!
to the point where the thing's extinct.
You know what they should have done is done like a Sonic Unleashed expansion where you get like an Australia theme level. And Ty is just there. They're just Ty characters. Ty is the Australia of Sonic's world.
We have, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hate it.
It'd be cool.
I'd love that. That'd be a weird, fun time. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on our other super chats here. We answer those questions, and I think we also had Mr. Krabs again. I want a BioLizard playset. Come on, Sega, please. I wouldn't hate that.
I would love that.
If you
Give me a
If only
Bio.
just-
I was talking about sock puppets. Give me a BioLizard sock.
if you smack his tomb, his candy comes out.
If I would love a BioLizard playset, if only so I could just have a physical Blizzy sitting next to me for streams.
A plush at least, you know. Like
That would
Yeah.
be so cute, actually. This
Yeah,
plush
give us
of
a
this
plush.
little thing that's in agony. It's got a fucking space colony arc stuck up its ass. Just perfect.
I'm
And
a
Mr.
failed recreation of perfect chaos. Kill me.
I got replaced by a fucking hedgehog.
Mr. Krabs, I got an announcement to make. Mario is. That's a key reference.
I hear he's a bitch ass.
Trying to make an announcement. Mario's a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his Italian mushroomy dick out and he said it was a pig. And I said, that's disgusting.
Like Italy is a fucking Star Trek species. I swear to God.
It's alien.
So you might say that you piss away the pain. My wife is in ruins.
To get back to the music, Ad Zinko did give us 5 licks. Vandalize sounds so cool and awesome, but they swear, so my mom takes the phone away.
Take your phone away.
Fuck the phone away.
Oh my god. And OzGMH
My
$2. I'm
is
here.
weird.
Seems too short to me. hoping for more. Yeah, they just
because
released
they
the full
released
thing.
the full
Go
one.
check it out.
So
Yeah.
I need to hear that. Can you guys talk about something boring while I just dip out and listen to that for a bit?
Oh my god.
Aren't you?
Wait, I'm
hold
the
on.
stream
You
leader.
can't
I
do
can't
that.
I
You're the
can't-
one who's hosting.
I am in
Yeah.
prison effectively. This is brilliant. I just hit my own microphone. Brilliant. I'm doing good at this.
You are great at streaming.
I'm just gonna
And
sit.
notice-
I'm just leave it. We'll talk.
Otis Small with $5. Hate Nightfall metropolitan area. It's me, your boy. As an up and coming rapper, Nick knows a lot about music. I gotta tell you guys, for this upcoming video, listen to the Patreon readout, because Otis got me.
He made you rap
Like
it, didn't he?
no, I'm not spoiling it, because like through the reading, I'm like, wait, what? Oh, you piece of shit! Like it's like I was done with the script. Like I just spoilers. Like my patrons got the audio for the upcoming video, but like yeah, I was reading through the Patreon list, and Otis, I've never seen anybody do this on Patreon. So just listen to it, because he's a mad genius. And David, go ahead. Sorry,
No.
Bob.
Mine was going to be a bit of a divergent, so just go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Let's get us caught up here with the super chats. David Crespo with $1.99. Thank you. You guys seen any Bikuri Box 12 vids?
Yeah, it turns out we have. We've actually answered this question in the past, and we didn't know we had, but we had. He's done like reviews of like Sonic Origins and stuff. I don't know how many of us have, but I think Nick, you're a little familiar. I'm definitely familiar.
Is it that dude I've watched for 2 minutes and?
No. We agreed that he's very, very good. Which is a rarity for us. But like, so that's how you know he's good. Bickery Box. I'll name some videos of his.
I'll look it up.
I'm on it. I got it. Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit knows what's up. Sonic and the Fallen Star makes me smile.
Oh shit!
Sonic
yeah.
Mania is near perfection. See, I was right.
So we're just having that conversation again.
So shall we have
It's the same conversation.
Shall I
I've
get
only seen a Sonic Origins is not finished, and that's like, truth be told, that's part of the reason why I didn't get
based
an
as
Origins
fuck.
video done immediately, because like he was just so succinct and like to the point with the issues of that game, right? And I was like, yeah, this is perfect. Like this is everything you really need to say. I'm working on a different video for it, just kind of really picking it apart. But like as far as like Origins is concerned, and the initial issues with it and what they could have done. Like it's a very solid put together video. Yeah, I've only seen that one video of his, but it was really good.
He's good, isn't he? I told you.
Yeah.
So I can get out the Pup was right banner and confetti.
You can.
there you go.
Actually, no. I'm so gonna get that set up for next episode. We're getting that. That we need that.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No,
Yeah, we do.
really don't.
Yes, we bloody
Don't.
do.
What are you doing, sirs?
What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm enabling him.
Rightfully so. I need to be enabled
That is specifically what I'm doing.
because tomorrow at 8 p.m. Well, a little later than that, day after tomorrow, effectively, I will be enoibled with Trey Noibles and Game Foibles.
This is a
Mr.
bad
Krabs.
place.
49. Also, I'm going to spare Klonoa for now, as I finally found the gemstone I need in Vision 5.1, because I had a brain fart moment. Is 5.1? Oh,
5-1. That's the sun place, isn't it?
Yes.
I think
Is
so.
it the
Yeah.
sun place?
Yes, the sun
I was
temple.
having trouble. You
It's
know,
the first area of the Sun Temple.
I wasn't having trouble finding gems there. I was having trouble finding gems in 4.1.
I refuse to do the gem collection. Fuck that.
Is 4-1 the forest?
No. It's the wind ruins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's the first area, and then
Yeah.
forest, and then water, and then the wind.
No,
ruins.
4.2's wind ruins. The waterfall area, I think, is, I don't know if that counts, but like 4.1's the waterfall area. There's like just a spot where I just kept overlooking, where there's just like a whole bunch of gems that I love the gems. Like it gets sinister hard and 2, but man, it is such a great way for them to like cleverly mix in more challenges for really tight platforming, and that fucking love that game.
It's so
It
good.
reminded me that I need to get a new set of Joy-Cons because mine are drifting, and that is just fantastic.
I'm going to
2022, sort your lives out, Nintendo.
I'm gonna make a video soon on the Fantasy Reverie series, because I've already talked about the 2 games that come in it, but I'm gonna kind of talk about it as like a remaster and stuff like that. And I'm gonna give my defense for Klonoa's new design and animations in Daughter Phantomo. He's so fucking flumpy. I love him.
It's adorable. I'm still trying to put together. I haven't decided yet if I'm doing like Klonoa 1 lore and then Klonoa 2 lore, or if it's just better to talk about it all at once. It's only 2 games. I haven't decided yet.
Well,
I'm gonna make a big chunky Klonoa lore video coming up here sooner rather than later.
Dip-a-da-doo.
We've been talking about it for like 2 months. Aiden gave us $5. Thank you. It's so sad the queen can't fuck the pain away. Also, I believe the OG "Fuck the Pain Away" is a hip hop song by Peaches.
I think, Aiden, with all due respect, like, I'm British, okay? This directly affects me. Like,
God damn it.
as a British person, I knew her. We were very close. We made out a few times, and like, I have to say, like, this really, like, I have to go. I'm sorry. I'm just...
Oh, well, you know what? He's the one hosting the show, so good night, everybody. God,
I just took the headset on. You can continue the show.
Did we actually say everything we want to say about?
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's fine, man. Yeah, no,
We've only
okay.
kind of touched upon it a little bit here. I mean, I know, like, it sounds like I'm shitting on the music a little bit here, but like I said, I've only listened to both of them. They're like truncated forms once each, and I was like, yeah, those are pretty good. And then I just kind of carried on with my day. But like, I was more excited to hear you guys, because like Twitter was losing their minds, and I know, I mean, you guys are bigger fans of like the early 3D games, and I know that's harkening back to that. I guess I was just kind of, I wouldn't say meh, but I was just like, well, I mean, they gave us a really kick-ass not cover, but like a song for Infinite, and it was attached to that game.
That's what I was
So,
actually
yeah.
gonna say. Is like, I think like a lot of folks kind of taking this as an indication of Sonic is returning to his shonen roots, but there was a lot of evidence of that with Sonic Forces at the time as well. However,
Forces was very non-committal there, but yeah.
I mean, when it came out, yeah, like when in the run-up to Sonic Forces, I was like, okay, we're definitely pulling things back to the adventure era, and it's like, oh, well, they kind of did, but they just did it really badly. I think in the way that Nick kind of says, like, hi, Nick, in the way that he kind of says,
Hello.
how you doing? That Sonic Unleashed is kind of like the transitional game between the Shonen and the Pontaf era. I feel like Forces is kind of the transitional game between the Pontaf and the return to Shonen era, if Frontiers proves to be that, because you're seeing elements of that come back into the fold now with Sonic Forces. Love it or hate it, you're definitely seeing elements returning. Like, you got to think as well, like, after like Generations, they kind of stopped doing vocal tracks as well, you know?
The thing that I did take note to, though, was the "I'm Here" song and all the lyrics and everything. Like, Ian Flynn did flat out say, like, yeah, this the song's gonna have different meaning for you after you beat the game, which means I've never seen this before outside of like Shadow the fucking Hedgehog and Knuckles the Echidna. We might get some character arcs for long-standing characters.
This is
I
the game
hope
where
we
Sonic
do.
finally loses his virginity.
I mean, they did kind of talk about like love and everything. They use like blue here, and then they, for My Love, they put it in pink. And fans are thinking that's alluding to Sonic and Amy finally touching quills.
This is the first piece of potential evidence I've found, because before that I found it so amusing seeing, like, on Twitter, Sonic and Amy are stood within a couple of meters distance of each other. Sonomy!
Yeah, but you do have Ian Flynn, and I think while he's never flat out said, like he says on Bumblecast all the time, like he doesn't really talk about ships just because the fan base is a complete fucking nightmare about it, and they are. I get the feeling like he's really kind of pushing for them to finally be a couple. He has flat out said like he'd like a conclusion on that, right? Like either, you know, the will they won't they, shit or get off the pot with that particular thing.
That's the next game is Sonic ships, and Sonic runs on the Titanic and the Costa Concordia, and it's gonna be fucking brilliant.
I mean, to be fair, that would be one hell of a boost set piece.
Sonic beats up Captain Scatino for his cowardice.
I mean, that'd be a great mod for Unleashed, right? Just the ice level and there's a Titanic sinking.
Wow. Alaska just has the Titanic in the... Is it too soon? Is it too soon to make this joke?
When is it going to be the appropriate time? And if the answer is never, then just go ahead and make it.
Wayne, though, I've not heard you talk about the music at all, man. Like, what do you think about all of it?
It's good. I was whelmed.
It was whelmed.
It's not something I would listen to independent of itself. It's not like some other Sonic vocal tracks where I would just willingly go out of my way to pull it up on a playlist, but it's good. Not my genre, but I like it, and it is definitely a little more reminiscent of not the Sonic we've had recently, so I'm happy about that.
I know what would have made it perfect for you. I know the reason why it's not your kind of music, Wayne. If they had said, "Pray away the pain, my church is in ruins," you would have loved it.
Jesus Christ. Oh
Yes,
my
actually,
God.
Wayne, that is the joke.
Oh
Pray
my
away the
God.
pain, my Bible's in ruins.
To be fair, though, it did take me a long time to kind of warm up to Sonic Adventure tracks. I just thought they were just a bit too in your face.
I mean, there's still a lot of them that I don't like. I want to.
Sure.
Tails' theme drives me insane. Amy's theme annoys me.
Oh, they're cute. They're cute themes.
I'm just talking about the main themes. No, I still don't like Tails' theme, Amy's themes.
It's
I only like it
annoying.
because it's as weird as it is.
And it's Bridge Zone as well. Can we just point that out?
Yeah, I remember being a kid and just just kind of recoiling when I heard like Tails' theme come on. I was just like, I don't like this. Stop singing.
Yeah.
To be fair, Wayne, you also just hate lyrical anything for the most part.
I'm picky about it. It's not that I don't like any lyrics at all. I just like about 10% of all lyrical tracks I've ever heard.
No, it's fine, man. Like Wayne
is doing such a good job, like explaining my opinions in ways like I've been horrible about my entire life. There, I don't hate all music. I'm like Wayne. I'm extremely picky about it.
You're just
and most of
different
it sounds like
fellows.
shit.
Yeah,
You're
we
just different.
I don't-
we get it.
Yeah,
we
like-
get it. Your argument isn't that you have a nuanced opinion. Your argument is that you're a snob and you've been having a hard time
Listen,
saying it.
no,
I
no,
understand.
seriously,
I
Listen,
don't
I'm
listen. I don't hate lyrical tracks. I just don't think they should be getting married.
I like the lyrical tracks. Oh wow. Finally, someone on here makes a
God
good point.
Oh
Based.
no. Oh my god.
Nah, but like,
Gay and trans rights, just in case that joke brought anything into question.
great. Sunset City's gotten woke. This is the point where I stop listening.
God damn it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Wayne. You really think that? Oh god. Oh.
Let's get off this horrible line of
You're right, Nick. Let's get off.
No, but yeah,
together.
basically, yeah, like
Wait, no.
sort your life out.
if
you
this
fucking
is
weird
if this is a
degenerate.
train of thought and thought comes from like neurological in the brain and stuff, let's all become neurodivergent.
All right, we're done. You were
Yep,
done.
we're done.
I am
We're done.
neurodivergent. I can make that fucking joke.
No, you can't.
You are. We all are, effectively. I mean, I don't know about Wayne. Suris maybe a touch.
This is the whole pup. I'm telling you to stop digging. Stop.
But
There's
how,
too many holes in the backyard.
I'm gonna
Stop.
dig a hole for everybody.
how am
in
I
this
supposed
podcast.
to bury you if I stop digging, prick?
This is why we literally need a safe word for this fucking lunatic.
God damn it.
The Channel Pup iceberg explained. It goes deeper than you think.
Somehow an iceberg is in dirt. That wow.
I had,
Mr.
to think of
Krabs.
I had to think of something deeper than the hole you're digging.
With $4.99. I can't wait for the Digimon video, Wayne. Especially, I've been trying to get into the series, but just like Kingdom Hearts, I'm confused about the lore.
Well, if you're trying to understand the lore, give up now. No, that's not entirely fair. I'm also very excited about this Digimon video, and one thing that has me a little bit concerned is the prospect of needing to review more Digimon games in the future, because there's a lot there, and there actually, to my surprise, is a lot of interconnecting lore I was not aware of. Digimon World 1 is chronologically linked with games that came out a few years ago. It's ridiculous. I did not know this until I started researching these videos. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be fun.
Nice. Mr. Salty gave us 2.99. Thank you. And I think our folks here are getting us back to the music here. OzJam H. Vandalize brought me back to that feeling of discovering Sonic for the first time around the era of Unleashed. So I think that's why I like this song. And yeah, I mean, if it's your genre in general, like it's just a good song.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna talk shit about it, even if it's not my thing.
I don't know. I can't say if it's gonna be something that grows on me or something I just kind of find forgettable. I don't know, because I didn't even know Endless Possibilities was attached to Unleashed until years after the fact, and it's my favorite vocal track of any Sonic game. I don't know.
It's a good track.
It is a good track, and Live and Learn and Open Your Heart. I just thought it was just too loud and too like, what the fuck is this? The first time I played it, just because grew up with the Genesis games, and then going into preteen years to that, it was like, I think that's so weird. Like thinking about that music now, like how beloved it is, like that in Sonic R specifically, because when they were coming out, they were so ridiculously corny and dated, because it just felt like 10 years removed. It was like, this music is from like the generation before me. Like, what the fuck is this? And then and the Sonic R was just like this really corny ass like early 90s shit that you'd find on radios that you're not supposed to like as a kid.
That said,
And then I grow up and the fan base is like, nah, this shit is
to be fair,
unwatchable.
there's a song in Sonic R that I can totally imagine playing in a nightclub. Think about it. That
Living
one.
in the City?
No, think about it. What's that
No,
one
Super
called?
Sonic Racing.
No, it's not Supersonic Racing. That wouldn't play in a fucking club. Are you kidding me?
Think about it. I could see as a dance pop.
Yeah,
I
it
could,
feels like I
actually.
could imagine that playing in a club when I'm trying to order drinks and it's taking ages because I'm so small and they can't see me through the tall people in front of me.
I can see it with a remix being in a club.
I could just see it as is. Like, okay, slight remix. Like, it mixes into the next song. That's how clubs do it.
How about this?
Yeah,
I could see it as it is playing at a rollerblading rink.
Oh, it's called
I
Work
think-
It
I
Out.
think-
Work It Out is the one I was thinking of, not Think About It. It was called Work It Out. Work It Out, Think About It. Okay, yeah, no, it's the same song. Cool.
Yeah, but like over the years, like I've grown kind of fond to a lot of that stuff. Even though I do still talk shit about Sonic R's music, like truth be told, there are some songs on there that I think are just unironically just like really, really good songs.
I think it's the difference between looking at them through the lens of like, this is dated, this is old, this is bad, and then like just looking at it just almost in isolation and going, oh wait a minute, it's fine.
And it's weird too, like as you grow up, like the stuff that you find nostalgia for, where you originally just found exhaustion. Because when games were becoming 3D when I was a kid, I was not super happy about it just because everything looks so ugly. And now it's one of my all-time favorite aesthetics, because that's what it's become now, right? It's an aesthetic. It's a unique look, especially in a world where you can basically do whatever you want with art direction in video games. I love seeing low poly shit nowadays. And same with Sega back then. It's not just isolated to Sonic R. They had some really just weirdly corny shit all over the place. Like, it's for the Saturn specifically. I keep thinking about like Knights or Clockwork Knight. Like when the rest of the gaming industry was trying so hard to be cool, like they were just this weirdly like upbeat, colorful, corny shit everywhere, and I was just rolling my eyes as a kid to a lot of this stuff. Looking back at it now, though, I kind of miss all this.
Well, because as a kid, you're desperate for you're desperate for your franchises to grow up with you. You're desperate for them to be a little more mature because you don't want to be embarrassed about the franchises you like. Like I remember doing this with shit with Pokemon, where like I hit middle school and I was like, Pokemon's cringy. We don't do that anymore. And then I got into high school and like the seniors were playing on their Game Boy Advance SPs, and I was just like, I thought we weren't supposed to like this stuff anymore. What? And like just like as you get older, you realize, wait a minute, no, if something's good, it's good. Fuck it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and
Just enjoy shit.
That's like honestly, even if it's stuff that we all get on here and agree it's like something we don't like. If it's just something that like you're just playing a game or you're listening to a piece of music or anything, as long as it's not like actively problematic, if you like it, don't feel ashamed about that. Like it cringes in the eye of whatever old man is complaining about it that day.
Be
And to be
ashamed of
fair,
who
like
you
this
are.
particular old man, like jokes aside, like I genuinely think it's kind of rad that we have people who just are just like who just openly listen to like stuff like Sonic R, like shit I was like embarrassed to do as a kid, right? Like I was embarrassed to like share any of my love for video game music or listening to the Final Fantasy IX soundtrack, around other people or anything
Well,
like that.
I remember in 2016, me and my friends Dom and Lawrence, we went to Summer of Sonic, and they had a little thing just before the big Crush 40 performance called Club Sonic, where they were just playing like a mix of like the Sonic music effectively, and it was like a little nightclub in a way, and it was fun as hell. Like I was like, this is way better than a normal nightclub because I actually like this music. I like Sonic music a lot more than I like a lot of charts music, and that's not because I'm a super hipster guy or anything like that. No. I'm just
That does remind
very
me,
weird.
actually, Pup. Let's challenge that right now because I've been trying to figure out, since we're going to be spending a long time in a car together, getting you.
You gotta
LA,
give me
and
the
then-
auxiliary cable.
Oh God.
I'll just put on Klonoa music, man. You know, like fucking those last levels of Klonoa 1 are perfect for a late night drive. And Moonlight Museum is perfect for a late night drive as well.
I'm not trying to fall the fuck asleep while I'm driving all over the place.
Yeah, I am though. And if you sleep, that would be very
God
entertaining.
damn it.
It's okay, I can drive.
No, you
This is
can't.
why.
I can.
me and
I literally have a license.
You don't. You're not on my
Not
insurance.
for the
No, you
United.
can't.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean I can't drive. That means I just can't legally drive.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
I was gonna ask what kind of music to get for you, but like if you already have an auxiliary, yeah, you can just.
No, I don't have an auxiliary cable, but we can get one, perhaps.
No, I have an auxiliary cable.
Okay.
Like I was just saying, like if you have your music already, then fine. Do you have nothing but video game
Have you-
music on?
No, I haven't got any music on it right now, but I could figure it out. Or
I
you know,
know.
I
do
can
you guys
do.
not just use YouTube Music or Spotify or anything?
Yeah, that's great and all if you have fucking internet connection, and like I will
Dude,
try
if-
and have that
just-
sorted out for when I go. But like,
you don't
If you
have
have
to have an internet.
Spotify, yeah, if you have Spotify, you can just download an offline.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, I know,
You
I
can
know,
do that
I
for
know,
YouTube Music too.
I know. I will
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, you
I'll
can also do that without spending money.
I
too.
will work it out. Think about it.
You'll think about it. Will you talk about it?
I will work it out.
Can you do it off of the show?
I can.
Okay, good.
Crimson Rose with $20. I've been holding this in for 2 whole weeks. Ruby is a pain in my ass.
Robbie.
Super controversial and has just as toxic of a fan base as Sonic's. No offense. Nonetheless, I still follow both. P.S. How y'all doing?
It's as I said. All
Uh,
fan bases
if-
are
as-
bad.
As somebody who has been following Ruby for a long time, like since that original trailer dropped, and kept up with the seasons, I have like an entire shelf in my figure cabinet just full of Ruby figures and Nendoroids. And in fact, that series is the reason I went to college to study animation. Yeah, no, stay away from that series. Jesus Christ.
It, as I said,
I
all fan
disagree.
bases are bad. All of them.
I'll say this. Every time somebody says something about a fan base being toxic, I will simply go, okay, what about League of Legends? Okay, what about Steven Universe? Okay, what about Pokemon?
What about Star Wars?
And yeah,
DC,
and then what you end up finding out is, oh, wait a minute. Any fan base that gets sufficiently large will always devolve. So just ignore them.
Actually, I think Star Wars is the one franchise where, like, the fan base got so annoying, it actively killed the franchise for me.
I
There are
just
a few
don't even.
franchises that could do that for me. There are we talked about it here before. Like for Sonic specifically, I do get I'm in my mid-30s. Like I don't always like being in the same group set. I sometimes feel like I'm just like hanging out at high school, like when I
Yeah.
see my Twitter news feed, and I can't fucking stand it sometimes. But at the same time, like it also helps me weirdly keep invested, Like I like doing this show, and I like talking with our audience and everything.
It's still.
And I like
Sorry, go on.
it's a give and take for everything you go. And I guess like yeah, be careful with what fan bases you interact with. Find the people you like, find your friends, and and focus up on that. Like that's what Sunset City is to me specifically, is regardless of whatever weird dramatic thing the fucking adventure fans are doing this week on Twitter. You fuckers.
Hey,
Like I still come hang out with
Oh
you
yeah,
guys.
don't worry.
Pup
It's
and-
definitely
Pup
us.
and Suris.
it's not like you have any allies in the room right now.
No, but like then I come sit down with you guys and yeah, like Adventure's favorite game for me in terms of Sonic, and you two like Adventure too, and yeah, we all love our different things and we hang out and we have a good fucking time.
Someone needs to do this as like an art. Like I'm calling upon the art community, Ink, Botan, if you're out there, whatever. Just like draw like Nick coming to us three, saying, "Oh guys, those fucking adventure fans, am I right?"
Or Nick's just gonna have to deal with more of me caps locking in the Sunset City chat, like, "Oh my god, I love this song. This is amazing."
I like the caps lock moments when we're in like a pseudo argument. It's not a real argument, or at least I don't think it's a real argument. But the caps lock comes out. It's really funny.
It is a cute time. I mean, that said though, like I keep hearing that the Spider-Man fan base is fucking miserable, and you can already tell why it is, because they're just like Sonic. Like if you reboot something over and over and over again, like you're gonna find a new fan base every time. That's the point of it. But if it's so radically diverse every single time, and then you start bringing elements back, or you kind of forget that, hey, that other fan base is still fucking out there, there's gonna be headbutts and there's going to be clashing and there's going to be problems it's exhausting, and I just ignore all of it. And I can tell you, hey, the Amazing Spider-Man movies, they kind of suck. There are parts I like about it. I think Andrew Garfield's really good. I really like that second movie suit. Some of the fight scenes are a lot of fun. I really enjoy the Tobey movies, even if they're corny as fuck. And I certainly enjoy Tom Holland, even if it is feeling like a Disney movie on occasion. And I just have a good time with the faults and all. And I don't have to fucking worry about it.
You know, Nick, there are 3 wolves inside of me, and you just managed to piss off each one of them.
Oh my fucking God.
Do the 3 wolves all share one brain cell? Because that wouldn't be surprising.
Fuck you. But,
I'd rather you not.
It just... Well... It reminds me, like, there's such a paradigm shift with, like, fan bases as well. Like, the Sonic fan base is not what it was years ago, because, like, generations grow up differently and stuff. And I recall, 2010, Sonic 4 was just announced, and I recall there was this YouTuber, British YouTuber, and he made a video of him chucking his modern Sonic action figure down the stairs, taking his anger out on it, because Sonic 4 Sonic has green eyes. And he was like, it should be a classic Sonic. And the comment section was filled with anger and rage at this guy, just like, you know, fuck, who fucking cares if he's got green eyes? And now it's like, hi, I'm gonna do a Jack Specific Sonic unboxing. I'm taking my ruler and measuring Sonic's quills. Oh, it's a little shorter than it used to be. Oh, I'm not happy about that. And it's like an accepted thing now, you know. It's both good and bad. We've gotten more pedantic, but we've also gotten more open-minded to arguments about these things, I feel.
Yeah,
I know that with and maybe this is just a benefit of being in this fandom for so long and being in several other fandoms for so long. I feel like I'm just comfortably immune to most of the shit, because like I was there for like that time where everybody hated this one Sonic game, so if you didn't hate that Sonic game, you got shit yelled at you in forums, and it was terrible. But I think that I've finally gotten to the point where I don't have to deal with any of that feeling anymore, which is totally not a segue into the weird Sonic tier list that I threw up that's going up in 2.5 hours. That's definitely not going to piss anyone off.
Yeah. I think that's still why I love watching. Still like chatting with Geek Critique and seeing his posts on Twitter and stuff like that. And I just keep telling him, like, man, you gotta get more of these videos out, because he has such interesting views. Like, he's been a part of the Sonic fandom from the early days, like the really early days before like there was like a centralized place for it, and you had to like seek that shit out in forum spots wherever you could online, in the early days of the internet. And just like him, like, I don't know, I like seeing people like try to talk about like how things were, or like there's like revisionist history with the adventure games or shit like that, and he's like, no, there's not. Here's literal proof. I fucking love it. I love watching it.
Like when he'll show up bits of like, these are my old forum posts about this game. This is the shit that happened.
He'll share like his own opinions. Like, these were my opinions back in the day. Here's what they are now, or this or that and the other. And I know this is a little bit off topic here, but just like in terms of that, I really want to get him on to talk about that specifically. because every now and then, like this is why, like unironically, and I'm sorry, like this is why I think I kind of focus in on the adventure fans specifically being the most obnoxious group of Sonic fans, is because every now and then I will see people being like, no, like these games used to be great and everybody knew they were great. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like the problems that people complain about now were complained about back then. Like, yeah, there are people that are way more harsh in it now. No two ways around it. Not going to pretend like that's the case or not here, but like, no, they weren't seen as like these brilliant video games when they first launched, and that's okay. You can still love that. It's fine. Like, it's fine. And
Yeah,
like, I love that Geek Critique's like, no, literally, here are the receipts.
Yeah, the idea that Sonic Adventure 1 was always just accepted as this masterpiece of 3D platforming is an outright lie, because, like, dude, the joke about the Sonic franchise for a while was Big the Cat. Nobody liked Big the Cat, any aspect of him. Nowadays, it's just like, oh, we're seeing Big the Cat in Sonic Frontiers. That's exciting. Like, people want to see that now. And there's almost like this revisionist history of everybody remembering how these games were received way differently just because there was some part of their brain that always held on to it. I adore Sonic Adventure 1. I love that game to death. It might still be my favorite Sonic game, but it's but like that game was never received perfectly. Neither was Sonic Adventure 2. I think Sonic Adventure 2 definitely was received better than 1.
Well, from what I heard from Geek Critique, I think at the start of his Sonic Adventure 2 review, he said that it was always very divisive when Sonic Adventure 2 came out.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Like, it was...
It depended on.
I still remember that game coming out.
It depended on which end of the spectrum you were in. So if you were on the Sega end of things, yeah. If you were on the Nintendo end of things, and that was the first Sonic game that you got to play, it was the most perfect holy grail of everything ever.
So if
like
if you were
that's
a boy,
where that divide was.
If you were a boy, you liked it. If you were a girl, you hated it.
I think more, Suris, I think more of the divide there isn't what system it came out on. I think it depended on how old you were when you played those games. Because I remember Adventure 2 coming out, and I was like, this looks like fucking dog shit compared to all these other launch GameCube games. It looks so dated so quickly. Because like, it looked really good on the Dreamcast, but like the PS2 was already out then. Like, we already knew the system was failing. Like, there was no fanfare for that game when it was coming out.
Also,
and I didn't love it just because, like, I've talked about 1,000 times before. I love my hub worlds and shit like that. But I eventually was just like, yeah, this ended kind of nice. And I've always loved Shadow's design and this or that and the other. And then the GameCube version came out, and I just, with that and Heroes, like, I was noticing like this stark difference in quality between Sonic and Mario that just didn't exist before. Because before that, it was like, a Mario game comes out, then Sonic comes out and looks way better. Just like art direction and design and everything. And even Adventure did that too, right? Like, it was more powerful hardware, of course, but then then Adventure 2 showed up on Nintendo hardware, and then Heroes came out, and then suddenly I was noticing that Mario was pulling ahead. And I think, again, I'm jumping off point here, but I feel like a lot of us older fans, like, I think kids just don't give a shit about stuff like that, but I feel like a lot of us older fans were starting to notice a bigger gap in terms of what Nintendo was producing versus what Sega was producing. And I think that showed a lot in terms of, like, game, not just reviews, but, like, the forum posts and shit like that. There was always a huge divide. And I thought it only became more prominent when he jumped third party. So hearing it from, like, younger generations now, and honestly, you guys aren't even that far removed from me, but like just a few years difference in terms of like how old we are and even how old video games are. We get wildly different opinions, and I think it's amazing.
I think for my part, one of the big differences is that my experience with Sonic was playing Sonic 1, 2, and Mean Bean Machine on, friends' Genesises, up until Adventure 2 came out on the GameCube, and then that was the second Sonic game I owned. The first one that I owned was Advance. I also played the Game Gear Sonic games on my dad's Game Gear, but I don't count that because they were the Game Gear games. But I didn't actually get involved with the Sonic community at large until '06 dropped. So by that point, the people, like everybody who I talked to in regards to Sonic, we were all talking about whatever Sonic games had just come out. So like Heroes came out, we all talked about how that was kind of disappointing. Adventure 1 came out, and the conversation was, wow, look at all the extra stuff that's in this that's not in Adventure 2. Because when Adventure DX came out, that came out after Adventure 2, awkwardly, on the GameCube. So like that was my circle up until I went online and started discovering the online Sonic community. But that was post '06. So I never actually saw from my end of things the divide where Adventure 2 was, because I wasn't online at that point. At least not online on forums. The most I did was like play on RuneScape every now and again. And everybody who I knew, aside from one or two people, were not Sega babies. They were all Nintendo babies. So that's where a lot of my perspective got colored from, because I just didn't experience that side of things from the Sega end of things, because I didn't know what the hell a Dreamcast was until I played Sonic Mega Collection and, learned that there was this other console with an Adventure 1 on it.
I think something I wanted to throw out there. I feel like it would be a mistake not to acknowledge that time has changed these games a lot. It's changed the perception. I think the mistake a lot of people are making is they're trying to kind of push the narrative of it was always like this. These games were always beloved and stuff, when they weren't. I think what happened is there's often this argument that the Sonic Adventure games didn't age well. I think the opposite. I think time has, if anything, been really kind to these games. Now, I'll explain why. It sounds insane, but I will explain why. I think it was New Frame Plus in their video about Sonic animations said that, even at the time they came out, the Sonic animations in the adventure games were pretty fucking terrible. I think it's one of those things, though, where it's like people will play Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure nowadays and be like, wow, I love this game. It's so nostalgic. It's so 90s, man. Forgetting that the game came out in the 2000s, maybe. It's kind of like that factor. Like, the time it came out almost doesn't matter now because it's not the 2000s anymore. So it's like, in some ways, the dated nature of those Sonic games has kind of come into fashion, in a way. If you get what I'm saying here. Like, those games were always kind of dated out of the gate. You got to think, there is quite a time period between the release of... Is it like 3 years between Super Mario 64 and Sonic Adventure? And people kind of treat those games like they're, they kind of came out at the same time. It's how many years, sorry? 2 years?
It's 2 years. Yeah, it came out in Japan in 98.
Question, was there that much development for, 3D video games between Super Mario 64 and Sonic Adventure? Was there many paradigm shifts in that time?
It was rapid. It was rapid. If you remember Golden Bolt's video, he said it the best. Even 98, what Adventure was doing, it was still fairly impressive because also in 98 was Ocarina of Time. There's a lot of jumps in development, and Adventure was doing a lot in 98. But just 2 years later, or not even 2 years later, 2001, when Adventure 2 came out, huge jump. Gargantuan jump. Adventure 2 looked dated even on a Dreamcast compared to what PS2 was doing.
Right, you got to factor in as well things like Resident Evil were coming on the horizon as well.
We had the Resident Evil 1 remake on GameCube
at the same time as Sonic Adventure 2 on GameCube.
Yeah, and Pup, the HD quote version that you played on Switch.
That is the GameCube one. I know you've explained it to me.
Yeah, it's just barely an up-res on the frickin' Switch. It's insane.
To be fair though, man, Capcom was pulling magic stunts on the game.
Even so, though,
yeah.
The point is,
but still,
the games were behind their time, but that time has passed, so that's no longer relevant now. It doesn't matter when Sonic Adventure came out. The whole crunchy, polygonal nature of it has a charm now that it probably didn't back then. I love seeing Sonic open his mouth ridiculously wide while the music plays 10 times louder than he does while he's talking, and he's got these little low-poly fangs, and nothing is lip-synced. And, he's just cutting from one animation to the next with zero blending. It has fucking charm to it. Like,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
probably
it does
didn't
now.
have that back then.
That's what I was talking about was with Sonic R though earlier, right? Like it's weird, like when you're out of it, and it doesn't seem commonplace and everything like that. Like Sonic Adventure 2 now is everything that was the turn of it was the new millennium. You can find it right there in that game. Like,
Yeah.
it's a time capsule, and nostalgia, especially in media, seems to have like this 20-year turnaround. So where we had this obnoxious amount of 80s stuff and then 90s stuff, I think we're slowly, and I think Frontiers is a good example of this. I think we're finally getting to the point where we're seeing nostalgia for the early 2000s. I'll be blunt with you. I did not need that shit again because that was like my early teenage years. And I was just fucking sick and tired
See, I'm
of
old.
Jackass here or Tony Hawk there or TRL. But like it's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool seeing the shit come back around.
See, that was my childhood. Like, that was before my teen years, so I'm embracing that with open arms. But
Right.
when the 2010s era comes around, I'll be like, yeah, that can fuck off. God forbid
like,
the 2020s
think about
era.
But like, think about it though. Like, how old is Minecraft now? Like
It's
in 10,
it's so
10 years,
fucking
like,
old, dude. Like,
in
why are
10
you
years,
here?
we're gonna
Go
have
home to your
nostalgic-
wife.
We're gonna have nostalgic people like I remember old school Minecraft and then like Roblox and all this other shit. Like it's just that's just how it works.
And that's
it's
another thing worth noting.
interesting.
Is like, obviously, like when Sonic Frontiers dropped, there was that, well, the Sonic Frontiers gameplay dropped, there was that sobering moment of, we're in the new generation and Sonic still doesn't look like a Marza animation, Planet animation, you know? Like, there was kind of that thing of, okay, the animations are still more or less kind of the Force's ilk and stuff like that. That's a little disappointing. That's a little behind the times. We've got some pop-in issues and stuff. But in 30 years' time, that's not going to matter, because in 30 years' time, Sonic Frontiers will be a video game from 2008.
I do think, as somebody, I don't remember who it was, but I thought they put this point wonderfully. They said, like, when I play old video games, like, I play it with the expectation of the day, and I play it of, like, what I expect of the system. So, and I can't really speak for anybody else just because, like, I grew up with the NES first going forward. So I don't, like, I guess I could go back and play the Atari, and maybe I can find something that's impressive with the Atari. I don't know. But I still can tell when a PlayStation 1 game is being impressive for a PlayStation 1 game, you know? And I wonder if that's the case for kids who've grown up without that shit. Like, you guys grew up with, like, the Mega Collection and shit like that. Did that stuff look impressive to you as a kid? Does it even matter when we have kids that are growing up playing Roblox and Minecraft? Like, shit that graphics just don't matter. It's just about having fun.
I mean, so like Mega Collection to me, bear in mind I played Sonic 2 before on Genesis hardware. Like that was my first experience with it. But owning Mega Collection, it didn't change much for me because I had already done stuff like on the N64 we had Yoshi's Story, right? So like the idea had already been ingrained in my head that there's 2D games and there's 3D games, and the way that a 2D game looks and the way that a 3D game looks are going to be different. And that's just to be expected. And like some 2D games try to do 3D, like Beautiful Joe tried to do, but not all of them. So like to me, it was just an art direction thing more than anything. It wasn't like looking at like the biggest thing for me graphically for that era was looking at Super Smash Brothers Melee compared to Smash Brothers 64 and seeing the detail on Mario's overalls versus the facsimile of what they are in the original Smash Brothers. Like that was the thing that caught me off guard for that generation. But when it came to the Sonic stuff, it all just looked like different art style to me.
What are you
I didn't mean to
snickering
giggle.
about?
I just saw your response to me.
Okay, cool. I'm right. Okay, anyways. Have you guys seen what I put in the back rooms as well, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
We do have a super chat from OsJam. Well, no, we have one for Mr. Krabs.
Okay.
Before we jump into it, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I just really quickly because Wayne's been quiet, and I know we should probably wrap up sooner rather than later here. But Wayne, you study this stuff probably more thoroughly than anybody else here. I was just kind of curious about your thoughts in terms of like graphical generations and all that shit I've been rambling about.
Oh, well, I mean, I agree with a lot of what you guys are saying. Now, obviously, when I was taking a lot of this stuff in when I was a kid, like, it didn't mean a whole lot to me. I didn't have a lot to go off of. Sonic Adventure was one of the first games I ever played. Definitely one of, definitely the first that was a 3D game, like, outside of maybe an arcade machine. Um, and this shit blew me away, and I was taken in by everything in it. And even now I can go in and there's details in Sonic Adventure 1 that help add a sense of grandeur to some of those moments that I still see games fail to meet to this day. Nothing quite there's not a lot that has matched like my first time playing through Sky Chase Act 2 in Sonic Adventure 1. That was something special. Um, and then it was just kind of like going in and out of Sonic when I was a kid, because it was hard for me to get like new Sonic games all the time. So Sonic Adventure 2 I missed out on for a while, and I didn't get to play that one till later. Um, Sonic Heroes came out, and I went over to my cousin's house and played it on his Xbox, and that game taught me disappointment, and I didn't care for it, and so it wasn't until I got older and I started studying animation and stuff a lot more that I started noticing a lot of the graphical like dips and stuff like that you would see in those early titles, or that you would see like now. Like I still think Sonic Forces is embarrassing. Um and it was kind of it is sad to look at it in retrospect and just kind of see like the gradual decline in how they sort of stagnated, especially if you're looking at the Genesis titles and how they kept pushing that boundary.
I think the other worst thing is like with Forces, we've got much more reference points for what it could be from the series. Like that's the thing is like even if the adventure games were behind the times, it was still Sonic's first time kind of going into that territory. Whereas like with Sonic Forces, it's not just gaming's done this better; it's you've done this better, Sonic.
And I think and I think something worth noting is that we also mentioned that there's less 3D Mario games than there are 3D Sonic games, and I think that kind of contributes to the level of quality that we see in a lot of the Sonic titles. They don't give
100%.
themselves enough time to polish these things up. I remember as a kid when I liked Shadow the Hedgehog, I still thought that game looked like hot shit.
I've also
Yeah.
I've bitched and I've complained and I've whined about the drought of Sonic games, but I must admit, if Frontiers shapes up the way it's looking, then maybe I'm okay with us getting like 5-year waits between Sonic games. If they're all going to be good, then okay, I can wait.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of everyone saying like, "Hey, why don't they just keep pumping them out every year?" I'm like, "Cause like, did you not know what they did to those developers?
The
Like the
problem,
quality."
especially, was just that like Forces was our last game, you know, and it's like
Yeah,
if you
100%.
if you're going to have a game every 5 years, those games need to be kind of substantial, you know, like
Yeah, I agree.
that was the problem. Is Forces did not keep us occupied in the time between Sonic games.
Yeah, and we've talked about that all kinds of plays. Like if it came out literally like 6 months after Generations, which is what it felt like it was made in, like I would be way less harsh on it. And I think the rest of the community would be as well. But all that said about graphics and everything, like I do think it's interesting and it is fun to kind of go back and look at it in a different perspective. That said, I would not I would not trade away my childhood as a kid focused on the industry, because just the feeling I got the first time I saw Sonic Adventure, you can never recapture it, because
is-
games just did not look like that. Sonic was a lot of us. He was our first taste into the sixth generation. Like he was
Yeah.
like, this is what games are now, and like I just had to stop and look at every detail and every vista and listen to every track. It was insane, and there's no other video game on the planet that looked as good as this new Sonic game. And man, like I guess the closest we can ever get to recapturing stuff like that, like the first time I saw a 64 or this or that and the other, is like VR now. It was like the last time I felt like a brand new holy shit for video games. So that that I will say, like, that is the one nice thing about at least growing up with this stuff instead of having all of it ready to go, as a kid, in neat little collections and stuff like that.
It's
It was
also
cool to watch the industry grow up.
it's also worth noting that while on like a technical level, the graphics in like those adventure games were so far behind. Presentation wise, there was still a lot of good stuff going on there. There's a great video by Zoomzyke called Radical Highway is a Playable Cutscene, and it shows just all the storytelling stuff they did through just the presentation of Radical Highway as a level alone. There's so much there that I didn't even notice, but it is so cleverly put together. I highly recommend everyone check that out, because it kind of shows you that it's kind of like amazing cinematography through a potato camera is kind of how I see like the presentation of the Sonic Adventure games. Like,
Yeah.
technologically, it's backwards as fuck, but what they're doing with it is actually really cool in places.
Yeah, and that's Sega's arcade design coming out to play there, right? Because like a lot of the stuff, like if you look at like racing games or stuff like that, everything that has to happen in the background or things like that. Like it's all set pieces, and they do a really good job. And I think this is why Adventure 2 stands out, regardless of how I feel about how squirrely Sonic and Shadow can get in straightaways and stuff like that. It is still an arcade game, and Sega's really fucking good at making arcade games. And yeah, they're really good at building things around you, like these wonderful set pieces and everything else. Yeah, no, like there's reasons why, regardless of the divisive nature, like I certainly understand why Adventure was as special as it is, even if you don't know what's ticking in your brain as well as it is, like it's still doing its job.
I think that's another place where Frontiers is also quite a departure as well. It feels like a departure from Sonic being quite arcadey. It feels like even up to Forces, they've kind of clung on to Sonic feeling a little arcadey in like structure and stuff. Whereas Frontiers, it's almost like they've kept the arcadey element in there via cyberspace, but it's a very different sort of beast to your typical Sonic game. And I feel like maybe that's what people have been asking for. Maybe the real thing is, Sega, can we maybe move a little way away from the arcadey stuff? Still keep what made it good in there, but like just move away from it.
I think my personal problem in terms of 3D Sonic has always been never really Sonic himself. It's always been like whatever else is surrounding him. Because in the Adventure days, it's just like cool, but mostly it's the best Sonic stuff. Adventure 2 is like, great, when's the next Sonic or Shadow level? And Heroes is his own weird, wild situation there. But then go to an Unleashed, like, great, when's the next boost level? I mean, even classic Sonic, as much as I love Generations, like, he's definitely the weaker of the two gameplay types there.
Colors, when's the next good level?
When's the next 3D level?
Sonic Forces, when's the next fucking game?
There's always standouts there, but like the primary issue I've always had is just how they try to pad out the Sonic gameplay. And I've always seen the boost levels as like the equivalent to the special stages. And what they needed to do this whole time was make that padding be the special thing. Like make it the main game, make it fun and everything. And that's what I'm hoping Frontiers is, right? Like this fully justifies boost gameplay. And yes, sure, you still have the linear bite-sized stuff, but both are on equal measure. It's not, do I prefer the Werehog versus boost? It's now
you're actually
like
getting a substantial Sonic game as well as the special stage.
It's like the arcadey nature of Sonic's moment-to-moment gameplay requires a connective tissue if you want to go bigger with it. If you want to do a 3D game, it requires that connective tissue. It's why so many people connected with Unleashed in ways they didn't connect with games like Colors and Generations, in spite of the fact that so much of Unleashed is just fluff. Oh, I feel weird saying that. But, like, the key is...
Right?
The key is, in that connective tissue, what they need is for it to maintain that speed and momentum sort of gameplay, that balance of platforming, and I think with Frontiers, they might have finally cracked the code.
I hope so, because I think that a lot of the problem I've been really frustrated with Sega being like, speed. I'm like, that's fine and all, but the reason why I like Sonic 3 Knuckles is like, that felt like proper balance. Like, everything felt fun to do. Knuckles isn't as fast as Sonic, but holy shit, was it fun to like climb around everything and glide in there. It just felt fun.
You know what's
and
also...
a lot of adventure was fun. Go ahead. Sorry.
You know, it's a very basic testament to I guess, a difference in design philosophy between Boost era Sonic and classics, particularly post Unleashed. This is going to sound kind of stupid and reachy, but the fact you can't turn the camera in the games after Unleashed. Now, here's the thing: there was an element of linearity to the classic Sonic games, but you could still go left. You still had incentives to backtrack, check little areas for exploration and stuff, little nooks and crannies and such. Whereas in the Boost games, you can't even see where you're fucking going if you're trying to go back for that stuff because you can't turn the goddamn camera.
Yeah.
So
you know what's funny about that? I didn't notice that as much as I maybe should have. And I think it's because I spent so much time playing Secret Rings, and that's a problem Secret Rings has.
yeah.
You can't see behind you in Secret Rings
So
no matter
that's,
what you do.
I think, the main thing is Sega has clearly had this mentality of gotta keep moving forward, never backtrack, never explore, you know?
I think that's something. I don't know if I would call it a problem with the Boost levels specifically if it's designed to, because it's not designed to be explored. It's designed to be rolled through and then rolled through over and over and over again. I think that's okay for what it is, but like if you're missing more exploratory gameplay, then it's a problem in terms of like the overall series direction, and that's something I've personally missed quite a bit.
Shall we read the remaining super chats?
I think we
Believe
should.
so. Yeah. And we've got let me see here. So I think the one that we are sitting on is the one from NBTV, I believe. Yeah. For $5 Canadian, I do enjoy the new songs, but I'm waiting for something to hit as hard as Endless Possibilities for me.
I think it might be helped by having it in-game as well, because Endless Possibilities is a fantastic song, but I think it's only enriched by how well it actually came into the game as well. Like, that ending is super cinematic, and, like, the way it starts playing when Sonic runs away from the camera and stuff, like, that adds to it, because you can kind of picture that. You can kind of feel that feeling again when you're listening to Endless Possibilities. So I think there is a chance that after playing Frontiers, it could enrich the songs that we've got so far. Or it could do the opposite. It could be like Light of Hope from Sonic Forces, where it's like, oh, this is going to be a nice, impactful ending, and no, it fucking wasn't.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good as it is. I don't know if it's going to be one of my favorites, but I still appreciate that you can tell like they put their effort into stuff like this. Like these are damn good quality songs, and I really hope they're like Pup said, well integrated into whatever's happening in the video game itself.
Sega just about to fuck the mid away.
Jesus.
Wayne, you wanna take on Crimson Rose here?
I got you. Let's see. Let me try to figure out where the hell we are.
Pup, do you want to pull a
Yeah, I don't
Crimson-
actually. No, I
Crimson
can't.
Rose,
Put a book, I
five-
don't know where we are.
Yeah, never right. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, Crimson Rose, $5. Whatever y'all do, never look up Sonic X Ruby or Sonic Cross Ruby.
Now I'm gonna fucking do it right now.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
shouldn't.
bet it's gonna be
tell
hot.
Suris to do that. Not to do that, rather.
I got my final Spider-Man 3 Venom figure. I can put it on my shelf today.
Ah, can you show me that when I come over? Show me your Spider-Man figures. I want to see them.
You're gonna see it's all on display. You can just
No,
over there and-
I need a curated tour.
I will walk you through. Let's record it. Let's record Pup's first interaction with the game room.
Yeah, I won't have much to say other than hit touch, because I'm just going to touch everything. With chocolate fingers. Ruining Nick's
God.
display.
I have a feeling you're gonna domino effect my toys. Yeah,
No, I'm not. I'm actually very careful and considerate.
I know you are. I'm just
With
playing up this-
chocolate fingers.
No, Nick. It's important that you know that I am very civilized.
So, Wayne.
Yeah?
How often do you look up Sonic and Ruby fan art?
I can't save very often. In fact,
Wayne!
never.
Wayne, real quick, even though we have to wrap up the show, why don't you thoroughly detail who you would ship from Ruby with the Sonic cast? Oh my god, he's actually thinking about it.
I think Amy should be with Weiss.
Give me a second.
think Shadow would be good with Yang.
Eggman with Penny's dad.
Eggman with fucking Atlas?
With Penny's dad, the Geppetto guy that built her.
Wait, is Ruby a Pinocchio thing?
No, Ruby is a conglomeration. Look, they take a lot of characters from like long-standing fairy tales and then reintegrate them into more of a anime setting.
Oh, so it's like Pinocchio 3000.
Fairy tales.
Because you know that's a
about
thing.
fairy
Pinocchio 3000 is a thing.
You know what I just realized? Not only do we have like 4 Pinocchio movies coming out this year, but Lies of P is coming out fairly soon.
Oh my god.
Really
Oh yeah,
weird.
why is it called that? Why is it not called Lies of Pinocchio? It almost
Listen,
feels like
English
they're
isn't
embarrassed.
their first language.
It feels like they're embarrassed to admit that it's a Pinocchio game.
I mean, like, I don't know. I think they just stopped caring, man. I think they just don't give a shit. Like, Drum Master is no longer called Drum Master. It's just its fucking name now. I think Scott the Woz made a joke about that recently, didn't he?
It reminds me of
did.
that little phase where I was embarrassed to be a Spider-Man fan because those superheroes aren't cool in high school. And like someone was like, "Oh, what game you got in your bag?" There, I was like, "Oh, it's a game called Web of Shadows. It involves like aliens coming to Earth and stuff." Like it's Lies of P to me, man.
I just think like Triangle Strategy, like they don't give a fuck anymore. Nobody cares. They just don't care. Like whatever, they're weebs. They'll buy it. Who gives a fuck? Anyway,
Dude, I love how they were just like, we've got this game coming out. It's an RPG where you control like 8 different characters. We're gonna call it Project Octopath Traveler until we think of a good title, and then they just like, never mind, release it under that.
Yep,
well,
just
they
Octopath Traveler.
They kind of trap themselves, is the thing, right? Like they announced it as the project, and then that's all anybody knew them for. So they said, "Fuck it, we might as well just call it that."
It's like that, Bravely Defaults, and then like Bravely Second. Those are great
Those
games.
Those
Stupid
feel like those feel like Square names, though. You know, those feel like intentionally we're trying way too hard to do stuff with this second language.
Right. So OzJam H, your boy, sends $2. Says, "Pub, buy a bulldozer and make that hole, big boy." You Gordon Ramsay, make the hole, big boy. Oh yeah, no. That's in reference to Nick being rather freaked out by me saying the N-word. Oh, that doesn't have. No, the word was neurodivergent. It was neurodivergent.
Jesus Christ.
Damn it!
Tried. I really well.
You are bringing this into your home.
I did as you asked,
Yeah.
OzJam. I did exactly as you asked. Okay, I hope you're happy.
Oh
Mr.
my
Krabs.
god.
I mean, Pup kills the queen, and now he's gonna send all of the West Coast into the ocean.
I did it.
Anyway, Mr. Krabs with $4.99. Pup, you say you aren't a furry, but you want to freak Rivet from Ratchet and Clank. Hmm?
Okay, for
Look,
starters, is
Krabs.
this just gang up on Pup time?
Look,
It always is.
look, Krabs. Like sometimes, like you experiment around with, like other dudes in college. Doesn't mean you're gay, right, Pup?
No, entirely true. Like, the fact is, listen, you can be a coward and call it experimentation all you want. You can say it's a temporary thing, but dude, look, if you want to fuck dudes, that doesn't make you gay.
Here you go, guys. Check the back rooms.
The real gay is the friends we made along the way.
Suris, it's your turn.
Also, it's
You
mainly
just
just
get
her voice in, like, her voice is so sexy. I
Jesus
googled it,
Christ.
and she's like a very middle-aged woman, so, like, she's past my time, so I'm not going to ask her out. She's probably married already, but, like...
Suck the pain away. That head is in ruin. Thank you, OzJam for the $2.
All right, and then we got Xavier Fortin with $2.79 Canadian. Happy Penis Day, Gilly.
I feel like that's a
Gilly's been
reference...
busy with his fucking memes, and I love them.
I feel like that's a reference to our pal Jamal just popping Wallace at the end of his Happy Bee Theory days.
You,
It's an inclusion
Yeah, it's
strategy.
did you know that the 3DS is really easy to mod?
I
hear
Pass a
it's
Lizard
surprisingly
sends
simple.
$2, which I actually just recently found out are Australian. So that's that. But yeah, 20 Australian dollars. Hey guys, finally able to join you guys live again. Question for you all. Do you think Sage will have her own theme? It'd be cool if she did.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I would hope so.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Every
Yes, it
villain
is.
gets a theme.
It's not true. Chaos didn't get like a. He had a in-game.
Yes,
thing.
he did.
He didn't have a vocal track.
He didn't need a vocal track. Just use the theme. He's fine.
Yeah, that's a theme. We're not talking about vocal
Splitting
track.
hairs here, boys.
No, we're not. That's a theme.
We're
That's
using
like
the
character
word
theme.
that was
No,
given
that's it. I'm
in the
leaving.
super chat
I'm never coming back to the show.
to
ever
the
again.
United Kingdom
I
ever
cannot-
again.
I'm not. I will outstay my visa. I probably shouldn't say that in case like the border officer at the airport decides to pull up Sunset City. It's like, hang on a minute, these aren't your intentions. It could happen. They're very vigorous.
We can't
I'm
prove
sure
that
they
it
are.
couldn't happen.
That's the problem. Like the problem is I could still get turned back for some reason. For some
We're gonna have a
unknown
fun day
reason.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm either going to America or I'm homeless. It's gonna be.
No, we're gonna we gotta go get battle plan, man. Like we don't have much time to sleep, but my dad lives like an hour away from the airport, so we're just driving straight over to his place. We're gonna sleep till like 3 a.m. and then we're heading down to LA from there.
I mean, it's a 6-hour drive between San Francisco and LA.
Right.
Now, my plane lands at 8:30, I think. Now,
And you'll probably be in customs and shit for like at least an hour, if not more.
yeah, I would, yeah, I'd probably put a little money on that. So, like, I mean, hey, you can chill at your dad's in that meantime, and then come pick me up when I just give you the say-so.
Well, the thing is, like, I think my dad's house. I have to look on the map again. Like, he recently moved last year, but like, I think his house is south of San Fran. So if it's on our way, we might as well just get it done then.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe see if you can get a couple of hours shut-eye in before I arrive.
Oh, I 100% am. Like, I'm gonna hit the road tomorrow, and I'm gonna either crash with my buddy who lives in Vallejo, which is just a hop, skipping away from San Fran, then go pick you up from there. But either way, man, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
This is
be
tomorrow,
fine.
everybody. This is literally tomorrow. You've
Yeah.
seen the development of this. You've seen it go from an idea to a reality. We've done this all together.
We have.
You
We
guys
gotta figure out-
are important.
We'll talk about some more stuff off the air here, but like, I really want to get a proper
should-
show going with the four of us in the same room.
We also should probably get back to the super chats are rapidly piling up again.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, because
fair.
I also have to clear out my apartment, so not even joking,
Yeah.
guys. We gotta put a
We
cutoff
do.
on. We gotta put the kibosh on the super chats for a little bit.
Yeah,
we need to go through
I gotta
them
get a
quickly.
video done. Yeah, I gotta get a video
But we
done.
love you.
before
We love
we
you
do.
very much.
Nick, you
genuinely do.
You got steampunk.
Okay, $5. Since Generations, I haven't really played a Sonic game at all. To see Sonic Frontiers while listening to Vandalize got me excited again.
I have
Cool.
noticed that a lot of people that dropped out of Sonic are kind of intrigued by Frontiers. That makes me happy.
Yeah,
to
we're
see.
weaving their way back in. It's gonna be great.
All right, Suris.
We have one from that Jordo. Thank you for the $5. Pup the pain away. My Wayne is in ruins.
Or pup the Why not pup the Wayne away? My Suris is in ruins.
Oh,
Up the Wayne away. My Nick is in ruins.
That actually works better. But where's Suris
Nick
in all
does.
this?
Nick's
Wait,
lawn is in
My
ruins.
Nick is in
Oh, no.
Suris. Pup the Wayne away. My Nick is in Suris.
Suris.
Beautiful.
Oh wait,
Just use the cock block as buddies do.
No, it's not
We
gay.
need-
It's fine.
we
Just-
need somebody. We
just
need
fuck.
somebody to change the name of the episode.
Nah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
we got Crimson Rose with $5. Random question: if Sonic was going to have a crossover with a random franchise, which one would y'all like to see? Rayman. Mario got the Rabbids, and Sonic should get the good part of that franchise.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually would like Resident Evil, but only if we get Styx back.
Dicks out
Because
for
I
sticks.
Because I want more. There was an interaction in the comics where Styx tamed a Gore Magala, which is the fucking zombie elder dragon from Monster Hunter, and it was precious. And I want Styx to tame a liquor. I think that would be amazing.
Dicks out for sticks.
I'd like Sonic to cross over with the Sad AM universe, because at this point, Sonic just needs to cross over with his own fucking franchise, or Ninja Turtles. They're both under the IDW thing right now. Like, make a Ninja Turtles Sonic crossover comic.
I couldn't see it happening, but Klonoa actually as well. Just because I want to see more
Klonoa.
I could see
Klonoa.
Sonic and Klonoa.
If that's what it takes. No, it could be like he's in Sonic's dream and he has to help Sonic out. It's the one thing Sonic can't do alone.
As
even though
long
he's
as
strong.
the game is made by Namco,
It's a collaboration. Namco will make the Klonoa parts. Sega will make the Sonic parts.
I can't wait to play half a good game again. It's been so
Yeah.
long
This
since I
just
played
sounds
Unleashed.
like, yeah. Wait, that just sounds like the Crash and Spyro crossover, and that didn't really go well.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like
Sure
that. That was
didn't.
just fucking mini games. That was crap. Not that. Nah.
I'm still mad about that.
Stupid.
Anyway, Nezend. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
With $5. God, I really hope they make an orchestral version of the main theme for the final boss fight. Personally, the one in Sonic 06 is the best.
We were talking about
If
that
they
earlier.
don't, the fan base will.
I mean, because that's
Yeah,
the thing
Daniel
is like,
Barnes found like a comparison between like the piano, like slower piano stuff and Vandalize or whatever the fuck it's called, right?
yeah, but that was like the really weird thing to me was like I kind of got it with like Generations and Lost World because they didn't have devoted vocal themes for the game. But
Yeah.
then Sonic Forces comes out with fist bump, yet there's no orchestral fist bump for the final boss. Weird. So I'm not going to take it for
They still-
granted, but I'd like it.
Man, they still played around with the themes in different ways. We'll see. I don't know. I think we'll have a pretty good soundtrack.
Next one we have is from Darth Sonic 413. Thank you for the $10. Generations is the superior game, I guess. You can say it in an objective sense, for lack of a better word. But yes, I definitely connected with Unleashed a lot more. You're right on that, apologist.
Hey, I said that.
And then
Yeah.
we got
Up apologist.
we got Darth Sonic 413 back with another $5. Eggman NTR's Blake's dad, because you know he likes those cat bombs.
I'm just imagining Mama Cat from Cool Cat Saves the Kids. Tell
They-
me you guys know of that.
They knew what they were doing with Callie Belladonna.
I think it's just
Is mine?
your turn now. Pup.
Pup's turn.
Okay, so we got Mike 1911 with $1 I think that's Aussie dollars. I don't know. When buying Genesis games, should I get the case? I mean, ideally.
So just so you know, Pup, since they have that S with the line through it, I'm assuming that's US.
No, so I looked it up, US and the dollar sign, and it said Australian.
I'm gonna look that up later. That's weird. I
Yeah.
thought we've had AUS in the.
We've had AOS before.
No, we had AOS, but just US by itself is apparently Australian. I might be wrong. If any of you guys in the chat want to clarify, that'd be great. But yeah, he's basically asking if he should get the case with his
pretty
Genesis
sure
games. And I would
I mean,
recommend
I guess
it.
you got a good point there, right? Because we got like Mike, and I thought he was like, I thought he was American, or I just made that up in my head. But yeah, then you have OzGMH there. Yeah, Mike. Like for real, like when it comes to Genesis stuff, like it's not expensive to collect for that. So if you can get the case, get the case, 100%. Like it's easily like as far as vintage games are concerned, it's easily the best containers for old video games. I'm very proud of Sega for being that forward thinking about it because the cardboard shit doesn't hold up. Their Sega Saturn stuff certainly doesn't hold up. And yeah, but I'm looking at all my Genesis games in their cases right now. Solid as hell. And it's kind of kept them cheap because they just keep circulating on the secondhand market because they're easy to take care of. So yeah, absolutely get them.
Next
Anyway,
one we have is.
Well, I didn't go. I didn't go.
Oh,
Suris.
well, screw you.
OzGMH with $5. Pup, my sonny boy, you did good. Now you and the boys drink your gamer juice now. You'll need it for this weekend. We need to bother Trey
I did good.
this weekend.
I was told I did good. That makes
Gamer
me happy.
juice.
That's made my day.
Like I didn't know Revolution was just one day. I'm kind of disappointed about that. Like we need to spend some quality time in LA.
Is there
we need
going to
to do
be...
some-
I have to ask, is there going to be anywhere on your booth that's going to say that Pup is here? Or is this a strictly Game Apologist booth?
I mean, I'm the guest of the show. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know what it says over there. Like I was invited as a guest over there, and I think that's just the signage for it. I don't have any signs for that. I asked.
You must
my
hide
mother-in-law.
one pup in your artwork. One.
Then print something out there.
No, I'm
because,
not
like,
asking you to sell my fucking prints. These are your
I'm
prints.
not either. I'm not offering that to you. I'm saying put up a fucking drawing of your dog. I don't know. I
Get
just
a
figured out
room.
Anyway,
No, don't laugh. This is a
I'm
real
going to
fight.
get-
This is a real argument, man.
I am literally when I get to frickin' Oregon for the retro thing, I'm going to just buy you guys a cock block. You
No,
need it.
I've seen that thing. That looks all kinds of awkward, man.
No,
like,
it's
could
not
you imagine?
awkward to
That is
stare at
very,
your best friend.
Very awkward.
Suris, you horny little boy, could you just stop taking all of your friends and then smashing them together, saying, "Now, Keith"?
I wasn't the first one that did it. Blame Wayne.
Sort it out.
Did I?
Anyway,
Yeah,
Blaine.
you were the one that said get a room, you two.
Chaos.
Look, just
They're
get on the
literally
fucking just
moving
say
in
the
together.
next OzJam H super chat. We all need to get a
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
room. Apparently.
Yeah, it's called a hotel room, so we can all go to a convention together as bros
Shut
do.
up, Suris, you
God.
fucking sick degenerate.
I literally was just saying we're gonna go to a
with
fucking convention
silence,
together.
we're
Suris,
going to
just
read the
get
super
fucking
chat.
super chat.
Oh, now I have to defend myself, and it's your fucking fault.
Fucking baby.
OzJam H, thank you very much for the $2. Fuck the morals, my Nick is in squirrely ruins.
Chipmunky ruins.
Fuck
Thank you very
away
much.
the acorns.
Oh,
My
My Sally's in ruins.
You're damn right. You're goddamn right. I mean, you actually technically, yeah. Not like they're doing anything with those characters.
and now we got
There's-
Or the
little,
franchise is definitely in ruins.
and now we
Kind of
got
sitting out there.
and now we got little fucking Wallace. Yeah,
Wait.
you're up.
Wayne's just deeply upset. He's just gonna sit outside until the show's done.
But Wayne, you have
Jesus
to come in
Christ.
to read this super chat here.
We got Mr. Krabs with $1.99. I can't wait for Pup and Nick father-son bond.
So which is it? Like, what is this then? What like?
Well, we're gonna find out,
Are
aren't
we
we?
father son? Are we lovers? What are we both? Because that's kind of
You're my wife's son.
Linda.
I don't like that.
Because like I posted that thing on there, and like we've been avoiding talking about the queen and everything, just because I know it's sensitive to some people. Everybody in this room doesn't.
I'm
That
completely.
sucks. We don't really care.
I'm
But, like
completely
I
indifferent.
told my wife,
I do not care.
Yeah.
I'm just
I don't give a shit.
an old
either. But,
person
like,
died. You know.
yeah, but like
Oh my God.
I posted online like the conversation, that quick conversation I had with my wife, because I was just like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know if she cared about the queen or not, and then she was just like, just couldn't handle that Pup was leaving.
Yeah.
And then I tagged Pup in it, and then I just realized I know this makes it look like Pup's my wife.
I did it. I
Where's
married
the
Nick
lie?
and killed the queen.
There you go. There you go, Mr. Krabs. There's your next novel.
Oh, but yeah, no, actually. Anyways, yeah.
Pup's favorite fruit is a lemon.
Oh, it's me. I'm up. Okay, so we got NBTV with 5 Canadian bucks. I've been thinking, what if Sage is the Phantom Ruby gaining its own sentience or something? I don't know. I'm dumb. That's not a dumb
I'd
theory.
like
That's a
that.
good theory. That's a
I would
very
like that.
plausible
Some
make
theory.
fucking
a-
payoff for that Phantom Ruby.
It would be nice if like the only reason I really want Infinite and the Phantom Ruby back in any kind of way is to justify the existence of them at all, because otherwise they showed up as a MacGuffin, as a boring villain, then pieced out. When it's a cool enough idea and we have a concept of like magical gemstones already, I just didn't think the Phantom Ruby did enough on its own to really justify its existence.
It was fine in Mania
that would be a
because it was
cool
just
way
like
to do it.
just a little magic thing in Mania.
I
Whereas
think
like
I literally think that was originally meant to be a time stone. People keep fucking arguing because I mistakenly called it a time stone, but I swear to God, I read from some official thing somewhere that originally called it a time stone,
maybe
and
it's...
that I was excited about because like that would have differentiated the time stones of Sonic CD from the Chaos Emeralds if it just kind of warped you like that.
It could be like a time zone or a Chaos Emerald that's past its sell-by date.
Sure. Also a possibility. Where are we?
It's gonna be really crazy when we're on like we're on the islands in Sonic Frontiers, and we're like, wait, there's one less than they said there was gonna be, and then nope, Little Planet shows up. That's the last island.
I was thinking about that too, right?
That'd
If
be
there are
sick.
6 of them, if there are 6 of them, I was like, dude, Angel Island. They're going
Ah, shit.
Angel Island, dude. Like if they're doing like I was like prequel from Knuckles. Ian Flynn fucking loves this character. If I know it's a stretch, but I swear to fucking God, if Angel Island is one of them, and it turns out like my stupid theory, like no, there's actually 7 Master Emeralds. And like, what if there's fucking build it lore?
Right.
Anyway,
Come on. I've put a burger there.
Dark Sonic.
We need to go.
Burger. Pup.
What the?
Look, all I'm saying is
Magic Terrific Sip.
I want her hydraulic arm to rip my dick off. Nothing
Suris,
wrong
it's
with
your
that.
turn. Suris, it's your turn.
Is it really?
Yes, quickly now.
Is mine the
Fucking-
Darth Sonic one?
Yes,
God,
it's the Dead Sonic
no!
one with
No,
the
it's
bird.
Sonic Bot.
No!
It's Sonic Bot. You're Sonic
Okay.
Bot
Is
beneath.
it Sonic Bot?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay, cool. Shut up. Shut up. Sonic Bot, thank you for the $10. I've been listening to Shadow the Hedgehog's OST recently. I've come to the conclusion that the boss music is good, and Digital Circuit, Mad Matrix, and Lava Shelter are my favorites. Those are good
They all
picks.
slap.
I
Those are-
guess
they
I need
all-
to
they
check
all-
it out.
Add Cryptic Castle to that, and we'll be perfect.
I really like Digital Circuit. I used that in my Shadow video, and I just had that just stuck in my head after I was done
So
editing.
good.
Dude, Lava Shelter's really fucking good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That
Alright.
that OST is a banger.
You
Wallace,
know what
Uh,
they say.
let's
The more
see,
the
then we got-
merrier.
Oh God, we got OzJamH with $1.99. Frick the tray. My foibles is nobles.
My foibles and noibles.
My foibles is noible. My foibles and my fuck. Oh,
Mr.
We
Krabs,
do need to do a proper. Go ahead, Pup.
with $4 Australian dollars 99. The gang all here. We have Leorio, Nick, Gon, Pup, Kilua, Wallace, and Kurapika, Suris from Huxa.
From Hunter x Hunter.
Ah.
I've literally watched that entire show, and I did not know a single name.
So yeah, sorry if I'm kind of rushing everyone now, but like it is one of those things where it is the
We
11th
really-
hour.
yeah.
If I don't get
Yeah.
my shit out of this apartment, I'm not getting my deposit back. And this
Yeah,
is the
so-
final day. I have less than 24 hours.
Yeah, so Mr. Krabs, we appreciate it, but like, guys, seriously, we're not reading anymore. Like, Mr. Krabs off of Rivet Arm reminded me of Edward from FMA. Fair enough. Lagan, thank you. Hey guys,
Lagan
listen to
couldn't have
Sonic
known at that
OC
point.
episode.
There's a delay.
Yeah.
So
You guy got my creative juices flowing. Dinosaur and Bug Sonic OCs based off Power Rangers, Super Sentai, and Kamen Riders, respectively. Get that shit posted. That sounds like good
yeah,
ideas.
get it out there. Right, that's
Beetleborgs.
that's the last one we can do. If we
That's it,
get any
yeah.
further after this, maybe we'll read it next episode or something. But yeah. So we've kind of already said what we've done on our channels recently, haven't
Yeah,
we?
we kind of
Yep, we
did.
have.
Yeah.
So all right. Well,
Bye, everybody.
Digimon.
There's the skeleton, tradition and all, and see you later, I guess. Anyone
We
else?
need to figure out an outro.
Wanna...
Thanks
I
for
have a-
stopping by Sunset City. No, what do they say? at
Looks
the end
like
of,
the sun is setting on this episode of Sunset
I
City.
mean, we tried that. I hate
Oh,
it
we
though.
used to say
No, like
that.
what do they say? No, like when you're leaving a town, you ever see like those signs?
Maybe
like,
it
see you
does
soon?
now leaving Sunset. The
Is
train.
it the ones that say don't come back?
The train.
No, God damn it.
Fucking shut up. The train headed for somewhere else will be departing soon. The train leaving Sunset City will be departing soon. I don't fucking know.
I have a feature-length film to go edit.